And welcome to the Siege. It's game time. My name is Jason Ives. I am joined by Mr. Tim Neal, who's on the cameras tonight.
What's up, man?
Mr. Keegan Ives is in the arena getting the players all nervous and warmed up, ready to go. Sean's not with us tonight. He's out picking his spot on the Sidewalk of Fame for his little star. But he's actually watching a preview of the Bulls movie coming out tonight. So Sean isn't with us tonight. Sean, we miss you. But most importantly, my new friend, all the way from Michigan, Grand Blanc, Michigan. Did I say that right?
Close. Grand Blanc.
Grand Blanc.
Yeah.
I got to say it with an English accent. Grand Blanc, Michigan. My new friend, Don Speer. Don, Thank you for taking the time. Don drove 5 hours to be here. And then he realized Sean wasn't here, and he almost turned around and went home. But
Close.
Before he left, we made him do the Castle Count Up. Now, were you thinking about the Castle Count Up on your drive down here?
Hey, I knew it was coming. I've watched a lot of your episodes. I knew it was coming, and it was the goal was, hey, just don't make a fool of myself. So,
well, let's see if you did, because it's kind of questionable.
Yeah.
Tim, roll that beautiful bean footage. Let's see what we got.
Hopefully I pushed the right button.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Welcome to the Siege, here with our guest host this evening, Mr. Don Speer. Don, thank you so much for traveling from Michigan. Where are you from,
absolutely.
Michigan?
I'm in Grand Blanc, which is just south of Flint.
South of Flint, so you don't drink that water.
No, absolutely not. We're clear. We're clear of that stuff.
Cool. So you're involved in streaming. How long have you been doing it?
Streaming, we just started in like April, May.
Okay.
So just a few months. I've been playing darts, watching darts forever. Been pretty into even just watching PDC and stuff. So I've got a lot of experience of listening to the guys. But just starting in April or May. So it's all pretty new for me. Still learning a lot. But we're slowly growing. And
so as a darter, how long have you been shooting?
33 years. Started competitively. I started playing leagues in the youth league in Flint when I was 8. So long time.
Is it primarily steel tip or soft tip?
Forever it was steel tip.
Okay.
Up until about maybe 10 years ago, and started playing soft. And now it seems like everything's progressing in my area to almost primarily soft tip. I play a steel tip league most of the year. But there's only a couple in the Flint area. There's one in Detroit, but there's not a whole lot of steel, but lots and lots of soft. So that's mostly what I play.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sorry. So what we're doing here is the 9-dart challenge. You'll have basically you'll throw 9 darts, and your total score is what you get. Get you 3 warm-ups, and we'll get you going. Is there a goal that you want to try to achieve?
Man, if I can get above a 60 average, so 180 would be great.
There you go.
That's pretty solid. So
cool.
Anything above that, I'd be happy.
All right. So if you're ready, we'll get going.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So we'll throw you 3 warm-up darts, and then I'll move over here and keep score for you.
Sounds good.
How was the drive down?
Pretty smooth. No real traffic. We left early, so
That's surprising because with all the construction here.
Yeah, well, we left at like 9. So by the time we got here, it was like 3 o'clock. So we missed a lot of the rush hour. It was pleasant. So it's a nice surprise. Sure.
And you're throwing Gerwin Price darts.
I am.
And conversion points.
Yes.
That's
I have the steel tip version, but I'm throwing so much soft right now. It's like 1.5 grams heavier, so it's a weird adjustment if you're throwing a lot of soft. I seem to average better. When I go into my steel tip leagues, if I'm not playing soft tip leagues at the time, I'll switch and I'll just only throw those. But when I'm throwing both, it's just easier just to stick with the soft.
I throw 18 soft and 23 steel.
Yeah,
So
that's a big change. Wow.
I always I don't throw the same dart.
Wow.
At all. Ever.
Wow.
So here we go. Here we get going.
All right. No pressure.
Good start.
Pretty solid. All in the middle.
Hey.
They're all in the right number, so I'm happy with that. Keep it there.
Keep them in the same wedge. At 114. 135. That helps the average.
That's
there.
all right. That'll get
That's
us there.
135.
Yeah.
Have Keegan here to keep score. You're gonna keep scoring like that.
Right. All right. One more. Ooh,
85. That's a great.
that's not too bad.
Wow.
277.
77. That takes the overall lead.
Wow, really?
Yeah, the
Not too bad.
high's 261.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. All right, I'll take it.
Congratulations.
Perfect.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you so much.
We'll see you later. All right,
Okay.
guys. Sorry for the bad math.
All right, guys. How about that? 277. Not bad at all, Don.
Not bad. Got
That's
lucky.
going to be top of the scores. Hey, what's up, Indiana? The two folks that are on top, number 1 and number 2, neither one of them are from Indiana, and we're in Indiana.
Well, you know,
Well,
you get lucky sometimes.
top of the board. Nice job.
Thank you so
Well
much.
done.
You gave
That's
them
fantastic.
extra long name.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with the cutter, but apparently that person doesn't have a measurement. Hey, listen, folks, a little bit of serious business before we get going. I got 3 things to tell you. First of all, Ben, Jen, the whole Ferris family, our thoughts and prayers are with you. We know you had a walk today, and you've suffered a difficult loss. So, folks, we are with you. The whole Indy Dart family is behind you, and we wish nothing but the best for you. But sincerely, you have our thoughts and prayers. If there's anything you need whatsoever, please reach on out.
We love you.
We do. Second thing, Trevor Sellers on his way tomorrow to South Carolina.
Yeah.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah, amazing.
Not bad. Could be on ESPN. Da-da-da, da-da-da.
That's a tough room.
Yeah. Congratulations, Trevor, just on getting there. We hope you do the best.
Absolutely.
We hope to see you on ESPN. We hope everything works out for you. Drive careful, shoot well, and congratulations on making it this far, my friend. Well done. And finally, Don, it's our 3-year anniversary today. 3 years of doing this show.
Amazing.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah, that's
Not
awesome.
bad. Congratulations, Tim. Congratulations, Sean. Love you both.
Congratulations,
Thanks
Keegan.
for this ride. Big thanks to all our sponsors. Big thanks to everybody that's ever watched us. Big thanks to anybody that's ever sent us a star. We love you all. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for that opportunity. It's a pleasure to bring them to you. We're going to take after tonight's show, we're going to take the next month off. We're going to go out, look around try and get a fresh crop of players for you. So watch for those announcements. But thanks for everything. Not just Indiana, but Michigan, Ohio, Illinois, everybody that's ever played. Thank you so much. Kentucky as well. We appreciate you all. All right. Let's talk about another streaming company tonight, Game Time Streaming.
Yeah.
All right. So it's you and Derrick who's playing tonight.
Yeah.
You guys are Game Time Streaming. So tell me what started it, how long you've been doing it, what's going on. I watched a couple of the shows.
Mm-hmm.
It looks great. It looks fantastic. It looks like you're way ahead of the curve. I'm hoping you teach us something being here tonight, quite frankly. But tell me about Game Time Streaming. What are you guys doing? How did it start?
Yeah, so Derrick and I, this is something that we've thrown around a couple of years ago, and he came to me and he said, listen, man, if I do this, I want you with me and I want you to commentate. He says, I can talk darts with you for hours on end, and you seem to be one of the most knowledgeable guys I know, and I really took that to heart, and I appreciated that. And, you know, it took a little time and getting things together, but when he pulled the trigger and was ready to go, you know, we kind of went, you know, full steam ahead. We're pretty small, obviously, just the two of us right now, but slowly gaining momentum. You know, snowball's rolling. It's getting faster. It's getting bigger. So we started in April, did our local regional tournament, and that got a lot of traction. So surprisingly, it started off really, really well. Right now, we are doing the Filthy Assassins tournament in a few weeks here, so that'll be a good stream. But currently, we're just mainly doing stuff at the house, kind of like what the Siege is doing here. We're going to try to get that on a more consistent schedule.
Sure.
I know we got another one coming up Thursday, but we're planning on doing them like once a week and having a couple showcase players along with whatever streaming events we're able to pick up.
Tuesday night is taken. So you're not allowed to do it on Tuesday night.
Perfect. Yeah.
Tuesday night, we reserve the right to do Tuesday night.
Yeah, that's all yours. Yeah, we really prefer the weekend. We like to do Sunday just because it's a lot easier for people to get here.
Mm-hmm.
But I know we got one coming Thursday, and then the future ones are most likely going to be on Sundays.
Our goal on Tuesday was to make it as difficult as possible for everybody.
Yeah, job accomplished. Yeah, well done.
It's working well.
5 hours of driving later,
folks,
here we are.
I will tell you, for someone with a little bit of experience in the streaming world, follows on Facebook are key to monetization, and monetization is key to survival. You'll see a lot of streaming companies that kind of come and go in about a 3 to 6 month period. These guys are good, and I hope they stick around. So what they need from us, quite frankly, and I don't care where you live, neither does Facebook, give them a like, give them a follow. If you see their streams pop up, just give it a watch for 5-10 minutes. Don is great on the microphone. You're going to hear that tonight. They have some great players up in Michigan, the Dan Burks, the Jeremiah Millars of the world. But please give them a like, give them a follow. We'd love to have them be successful, and we know that you guys can do it. Big question, though.
Yeah.
Why are you doing it?
You know, there's a couple of reasons. Everyone loves being on stream.
Yep.
Most people. There are a few people that don't like it, but generally speaking, once you get to a certain level, everybody wants to be on camera.
Tim doesn't like being on stream.
Well, you know.
Nope.
He's got that face built
He's
for radio.
never won
so,
a
you know.
match on stream.
But never won a match on stream.
Yes, I did. You brought my dad here so I could win a match.
No,
on
that's
stream.
fair. That's
Okay.
fair.
Okay,
Yeah,
got
he's
it.
not very good though.
But reason number one is that everybody likes it. They enjoy it. I like throwing on stream. So I get that, and everybody wants to kind of do it. So it's a fun thing.
Sure.
But the bigger reason for me, at least, is I love this sport. I've been doing this sport since I was 8 years old.
Okay.
I've been doing it forever. And without bringing in new blood, it goes away. So you need people, you know, old guard to keep it going and to bring new people in, to bring in new blood and new enthusiasm. And the more we can get this out, especially on the way the world is now, onto social media and onto YouTube and streaming platforms, it's going to bring in the younger audience, which is going to bring in younger players. And it does nothing but help the whole sport in general.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's really the big mission.
Absolutely.
And if we can bring in people through this, it does nothing but good for everybody.
No, that's fantastic, and there's good reasons to do it.
Yeah.
I'm proud. I'm glad to be your new friend. I'm proud of you for doing that. Where can people find you? We want to help you. Where do we go to find you?
Yeah, so we're on Facebook and YouTube currently right now. Game Time Streaming, 3 words, all
Okay.
separate. If you search us, you'll find us.
Yep.
I'm on Facebook. Derrick isn't so much on Facebook with his personal page, but he is on with the streaming page. But if you have any questions, add me or search up Game Time Streaming. You should be able to find it on YouTube or Facebook. We were so new, actually, we weren't even able to go Facebook Live until, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
So most of our streams, they're all archived on YouTube.
Okay.
But we will be running lives, Facebook and YouTube, simultaneously now because we have that ability.
Well, that's fantastic. So you were talking earlier on the Filthy Assassins tour.
Yeah.
You're going to be streaming that?
Yeah, we're streaming the one that's in Michigan. And we'd love to do more, but as of right now, that is the one that we've got booked. That's coming up in a couple of weeks. So I believe we've got you guys maybe streaming the finals, but we're doing everything up until the finals, I believe. So
I don't know. They haven't contacted us. I know those guys pretty well. In fact, I made a trip out to Columbus to help get them started
Okay.
with some of the streaming work that they were doing. Fantastic people.
Okay.
I love what they're doing with the Filthy Assassins and everything they're doing over there. Really good people.
Yeah.
So it's exciting. It's really good. All right, let's get to it because people aren't tuned in just to watch you and I chat all night.
Unfortunately,
Although, I kind of feel like we could.
yeah, I think we can hold our own weight
Yeah,
here.
probably not.
Yeah.
Deadpool, Wolverine, Don, Jason, same thing, really.
Right.
Alrighty. Tonight's matchup. We got Ron and Chase, Chris and Derrick. Now, Derrick's your boy.
Yeah.
And so you know Derrick's game pretty
Oh,
well.
yeah, absolutely.
You spent all day with him.
Mm-hmm.
Any sign of nerves? Did you pick up anything from him?
There might be a little bit of nerves, but I don't think it has a whole lot to do with the actual dart game. I think he's pretty comfortable with the darts and being on stream. I think his biggest thing is he's primarily a soft tip guy.
Okay.
That's where he came up. That's what he knows. He knows the math, but it's just a little bit different. And having to work through the steel tip math on stream, I think it's a lot for him right now. He knows it, but a lot of it is, he's going through out charts and trying to memorize this number. And
He's got a Keegan. He's got a Keegan out there.
If there's a nervousness, that would be it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's about the darts. It's more about the outs and that type of thing.
What kind of a darter is he? What can we expect from him?
He's a good player. Soft tip wise, he's always right around a 4 plus. So he's pretty steady.
All right.
He's really smooth. And he'll have that game where he just takes off.
Yep.
And then his thing is keeping that focus to keep that high level without having to drop off for a game.
Okay.
Right? So I'll expect to see that. Like, mid 4s, if it was soft tip. So probably upper 3s with steel tip, and he might get up into the 4.45 or like a 60 or 70 average.
Right.
Then he might come back with a 50. You know,
Right.
so
Yep.
a little bit up and down, but that's pretty typical for most of us.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely. It's always fun to watch the really good soft tippers come at it and just get really frustrated
Yeah.
with steel tip.
Yeah.
It's always fun to watch. Well, I know a lot about his partner, Chris Shampine.
Okay.
Not many people in Indy do. He's only been shooting out of Indy for about 6 months. He actually lives up in Anderson. They're
Okay.
moving to Indy this weekend. His beautiful wife, Missy, she's here with us tonight also. But he's a great shot. He's out of New York, moved to Indy, kind of started his life over a little bit somewhere in the Midwest, moved to Indy. Fantastic darter. He's probably about a 32, 33.
Okay.
Shoots about a 4, a little bit, somewhere around a 4. Not a whole bunch of experience in steel tip, but it's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, he was
Right.
telling me that the last steel tip event that he remembers playing was the Syracuse Open when he was
Okay.
still in New York in 2000.
Mm-hmm.
So 24 years ago was the last steel tip event he played in. And I asked him, I said, did you throw any practice darts at a steel tip board, just to get ready for this? And he said, it's just darts. Targets are just smaller. So, fair enough. And I kind of like to have that attitude when I'm going at it too.
It's
So,
good. It's good to have that confidence.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
really is. It's good to
Yeah.
have that confidence. Let's talk about the other team.
Yeah.
All right, Ron and Chase. All right, I'm going to start off with Ron. Ron's been on the show a couple times before.
Mhm.
I'm a real close friend of him. He runs a drawer at Sidelines, one of our sponsors, on Thursday nights. Also a steel tip drawer on Monday night with that's run by Sean. But he shoots out of Sidelines. He's kind of stepped back this summer from darts a little bit, but still playing. And I will tell you, he's just improved. He just keeps getting better and better. He throws very tight dart from the standpoint that there's no loose darts.
Mhm.
They all tend to go in the same segment. I would say, quite frankly, he's a much better steel tip player and will do much better in steel tip than he will in soft tip. Fantastic shot. Shoots around a 35, 36, probably a little over 4, probably a 4.2, 4.1, somewhere in there. But I love the way he shoots. Tanya Sommer sending him 50 stars. Thank you, Tanya. Appreciate you. But it's going to be fun to watch him play. And he's got the youngster with him tonight. Now, after 3 years,
Mhm.
what tends to happen is you develop scouts in different areas of the state and in different states. My scouts have been buzzing about this kid, Chase Brenner, for a long time.
Okay.
All right? But Chase never put his name down on the list to play, which is, it's one of those things from my standpoint, I'm not comfortable contacting the player unless they want to play.
Sure.
All right, so I knew he wasn't quite ready. We eventually talked a little bit about it, and he said he was ready to go, so we're excited to have him on. But he's only been shooting for about a year.
Okay.
But he's already averaging about a 30 and about a 3.2. So after a year, if you can imagine doing that, the future looks bright for him. It really does. And watching him in warm-ups, you can see where it's coming from. You said it yourself, and I'm just going to steal it from you because it was really insightful. He's too young to know when he's making a mistake.
Yeah.
He's too new at it, so he doesn't know what he should or what he shouldn't be doing, and he's with the perfect partner. Ron is really mild-mannered, real calm. And if he needs to say a word in his ear just to keep him calm, just to say, hey, shoot this and then shoot that, Ron's a perfect guy to go with. It really is.
Yeah, and I was watching him throw, and almost immediately when he walked in the room and I saw him throw, there's just so much fluidity and smoothness to his action, and it's almost kind of like the Luke Littler effect. He hasn't had enough time to build that scar tissue, and you can see it. You can see it in his throw. There's almost no hesitation. There's no timidness at all. He just kind of points and shoots, man, and it's really refreshing to see. And I think that's the hardest part once you start playing for a long time is to keep that scar tissue away and don't let previous failures or shortcomings affect your throw because it's so easy to let it do. So when you see a guy that's fresh and new, and we got a local guy by the name of Danny, and all my guys will know exactly who I'm talking about. He's only been thrown about a year and a half, and he's doing so much, and they're just smooth, and they just don't know any difference.
Yeah.
And so it's really refreshing to see guys come in and do that.
No, and it's fun, and it gives older guys like myself, quite frankly, a little bit more energy. I'm like, hey,
Sure.
I don't need this little and beating me.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
So it's fantastic. Before we go on, before we get everybody's predictions, and Tim's is going to be a doozy, I'm no doubt about that.
Yeah.
I need to give a shout out to our sponsors. Checkered Flag sponsors this whole interview thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you're in town for a night. You want somewhere to go eat something good? Go to the Checkered Flag.
Okay.
Stacy is the owner. He does all the cooking there. And if he has an opportunity to do your fried chicken, get the fried chicken. It's a winner every time. I'm going to tell you that. But a big shout out to A to Z Darts, Checkered Flag on the rocks. Now, if you're in town for playing beach volleyball, you would go to On the Rocks. That's the place to go. The wings aren't bad there either, especially if you like spicy wings. A little heat to them. That's the place to go. And if you want to go to a steel tip blind draw on a Monday night or soft tip blind draw on a Thursday night, Sidelines is the place to go. It's on the west side. Carlos, you sent us a couple 100 stars. Thank you, Carlos, for doing that, and thank you for sponsoring the show.
He's got a fried pork belly appetizer that's delicious.
Oh, yeah. Oh, let me tell you. Yeah, we know bars not by how good they are at darts, but what food they serve.
Hey,
How
let's
good
talk
their
about
food
what's
is.
important, right?
Let's
You can
get
get a
right to
beer
it.
anywhere, and it's the same. So,
But, folks, if it wasn't for you guys watching and you guys sending stars and our sponsors, we wouldn't be able to do this because, quite frankly, none of us are rich. So thank you all for doing that, and we really appreciate it as much as we appreciate you being here.
yeah, absolutely.
Now go ahead and just pick your team from Michigan, get it all
Listen,
over
I can't
with.
help it. I can't help it. I got to
give
go
me
with
a
my
score.
guy because if I don't, I'm going to have to listen to it on the whole ride
that's
home.
fair.
So,
That's
you know, I got to go. I'm thinking 8-6. 8-6, Derrick.
All right,
Derrick and
all right.
Chris.
Timothy,
I'm going to go with my boy Ron and Chase. Let's go 8-6.
really?
Yeah.
Ooh, look at
All
you.
right. I'm going to pick a blowout.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to pick a blowout. It's going to be 8-5, and it's going to be Ron. No, it's going to be Derrick and Chris.
Oh, he's still going for
Derrick,
Ron to
yeah, it's
not
gonna
break
be-
his undefeated.
yeah.
Undefeated.
It's going to be
Man.
Derrick and Chris.
Okay.
All right, Timothy, 5 mics and 8 green lights, sir. Are you ready to roll?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Let's
Here we
hear it,
go.
Keegan.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Make sure
on
his mic's
behalf
up.
Of Indy Darts to the Point Streaming,
He's up.
I am here tonight to bring you all the siege. It's game time. In the first leg, it is Ron to throw first. All the best. Game on.
All right, thank you, Keegan. This is Ron Thompson.
So Ron wins the piddle.
Ron with sleeves, and he looks like he's slimmed down, too.
He said he's going to try to leave the jersey on. So Ron's big on sleeveless shirts. when
Yeah.
he shoots.
Okay. Okay.
Ron opens up with an impressive 7.
Oh, I thought it was cricket. Never mind.
You'll see that back arm from Chris there. Kind of flies up. But, hey, he
Yeah.
opens with a ton. That'll work.
Yeah, great shot. Yeah, I actually have a tendency not to go straight back, but almost to the left, kind of wide with my arm too. So I get that. I don't know if that's just kind of relieving tension or what it is. It just happens. I don't even know what's going on.
Here's your man right here. This is Derrick Howard out of Michigan.
Yeah,
Made that
Houston
drive
Holly,
down there.
Yep.
The
Yeah,
dreads
he-
are flowing.
The
Yeah.
dreads are flowing.
The dreads are flowing. They are long. Yeah, he's had those forever. I keep telling him to cut them off. He doesn't listen. So you're going to see Derrick's going to be pretty straight. He's going to be in and or around that area. He won't have a whole lot of wayward darts. Similar to Ron. Ron seems to be pretty straight, even though his first round didn't really reflect that.
So Ron has a nervousness on the stream here.
Okay.
'Cause he-
Yeah.
Okay.
For some reason, he gets brain fogged and struggles just a little bit, and it's in his head. So
Yep.
Yeah.
once the first couple legs go, he'll settle down and start throwing. His
Yeah,
dart.
he'll settle into the match here. Yeah, and what you were saying kind of in the opener, too, about how Ron is, he doesn't have a whole lot of wayward darts. And a thing, especially in steel tip, and that really helps.
Look at this
Is
from
if-
Chase.
Oh, it's just outside.
Oh, great
Oh.
shot.
Big 135. That's going to do that kid's confidence a
Yeah,
boost.
absolutely. Yeah,
Maybe he can help Ron.
yeah. If you can just stay in the scoring segment. I mean,
Yeah.
if you look at Dart Connect averages at the end of a tournament, if you're throwing a 60, you're top 25% of that whole tournament.
Well, you're going to win plenty. It's,
Right,
It's
yeah.
60 and steel tips, kind of the Mendoza line.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
if
absolutely.
You're above that, you're usually in good shape. There's a good first from Ron. There's a good second. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Oh,
Yeah, great shot. Great
That
shot.
135 followed up by a big ton 40, and they take a 105-point lead.
Yeah, they do have the throw, so a solid shot from Chris here should level the leg out at least, but they're still kind of coming from behind without having the throw here. So he's not going to like seeing those first two in the 5.
See, I think he
And
gets
the third one as well.
when Chris throws soft tip, he can get away with that little leaning forward, walking forward on the third. He's going to struggle here on steel doing that.
Yeah, that's something
Yep.
I was talking to Ron about when they were warming up as well is
He's at 85, so triple 15 will leave tops.
Dennis Shea sending in 1,000 stars. Thank you, Dennis. I greatly appreciate it, folks. Printing Partners. If you need anything printed, go to Printing Partners. It's Dennis Shea. Just contact Dennis Shea on Facebook. He'll be happy to help you. Big shout out to Bud Crystal. Watching along with us. Look at this.
Good luck to Bud playing in the Challenger Series coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Ron and I were talking about was, he said he's starting to throw a lot more steel tip, and we were talking about mechanics. With soft tip, you can kind of get a little sloppy, and that
54.
segment's big enough where
Tops.
you can get there, but, just high. But if your mechanics are off just a little bit, it's really going to reflect here in steel tip.
Yeah,
so
the dart's a little
it's
bit
definitely
heavier.
an adjustment.
Dart's a little bit heavier. That if you're off just a smidge, that's going to exaggerate a little bit by the time it gets to the board.
I expect him to go 20 or 19 here.
He's
Yeah,
going down
it'll hit it. So
19.
trip 20.
98.
And see, this is where the soft tip could come and bite
Yep.
you. If you're not playing a lot of
He's sitting on 91. Trip 17 is the way to go.
and staying on the 19. So, yeah. So if you're not playing a lot of split bull double out, you're just not exposing yourself to it a whole lot.
It's
right?
going to be
So
big for this young man right here. Double 10.
Just don't miss inside here.
Oh.
And, yeah. So that's the biggest goal. They're on 72. I guess. I mean, you really want to hit it.
Yep.
Goal is hit it, but you really don't want to leave your partner 10 if you can avoid it. So.
Where you going here, Tim? 72?
Either triple 12 or triple 16.
Yeah, I like the triple 12 route here, mainly just because it's simple math.
Double 6.
There you go.
and-
Trip 20. Double 6.
Let's see here.
I'm not sure we have that.
Nope, we don't. Maybe a double 10.
10s and 15. Nah, you get the half of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rod, you require 10.
Just run out there and tell them to shoot the lower half of the double.
Yeah, the goal here is just don't go inside. Go high on the first one if you need to,
There
and
it
buries
is.
it right in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that same young man that opened up with a 7 closes it with a double 5.
Yeah,
That's
good.
Ron Thompson, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, great first dart double. Right in the heart of that double, too. Cardinal sin there is just missing inside. Just don't miss inside. Hit it or go high, and you're safe there. So
Well, and it's somewhat ironic. Maybe Ron drew a little bit of confidence from his partner Chase on that round.
it is funny how if you got somebody that you know is going to back you up, it really just frees you up and kind of let your arm loose and get going.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gets you a little bit more comfortable.
Takes a
I
lot of
think
tension
initially he may felt like he was going to carry the load, but when the young man shoots a 135, you're in good shape. This is the Ron that we know and love coming up right here.
Oh, he went
Yeah,
high.
he's feeling good right now. So, it's interesting. That first dart, he was really smooth and had a complete full follow-through. And the second dart, I don't think the follow-through was too bad, but we went wayward into the 1, and then you saw on the third dart, he kind of short-armed it a little bit. So I don't know if that's just tension, but, man, I wouldn't think the tension would be there with the first dart burying in that triple. So be interesting to see what happens with his action here.
Let's take a look at Chase's mechanics
It's
here.
just ridiculous. It's so
Yep.
smooth. Right down the middle, just dead
Yep.
center, and, results speak for themselves.
There's
Great
nothing
140.
wrong with that. Now I understand why my scouts are buzzing so loud.
Don't understand why he took so long to get here.
Well, yeah, I wanted him to get the right shirt.
Yeah, and with him being a newer player, I totally get that. You don't, like I was talking about scar tissue earlier too. Like sometimes the worst thing you can do is expose yourself to too much talent or too much risk too early.
Yep.
You don't want to completely destroy your confidence, and it's a fine line that you're going to walk because you want to push yourself and you want to improve your game, but you don't want to knock yourself down so much that it affects you negatively. So, everybody in their time, it took him 6 months, but man, he's making the most of it right now.
He's doing great. And, coming into the castle, shooting on the siege, it affects different people different ways, and some people come out firing, and some people come out in a little bit of a shell. But this young man, Chase, right here, has been impressive so far.
I'm a big fan of his 2 scoops jersey.
I'm a big fan of his darts right now.
Yeah, he's throwing great. He's finding a triple just about every round, if not 2. So he's looking really, really solid. And they're up by, man, they've almost got the score halved from Chris. But he's working on that right now. Chris with back-to-back tons here, so he's starting to feel okay.
Yeah.
They're only 40 behind, but at this point, Ron and Chase have stolen the throw, so they're going to like where they're at right here.
Shout out to Bill Ramey watching along. Where my fried donuts, Bill? I'm looking for those things. Folks, give us a like, give us a share. Let's get the viewers that these players deserve. All the way from Michigan, this young man right here, Mr. Derrick Howard, starter of Game Time Streaming. If you get a chance, give him a like, give him a follow on Facebook. They surely would appreciate it. And this young man's got some great hair and some great darts. There's a ton from him.
Yeah, great shot there. So now that was a good shot just to pressurize this shot. So it's interesting. He went 14
look at
first,
this.
but he's
Look
able to
at
find
this.
the 20.
Oh,
just
just on
high.
top. He went for it, and that's great darts by the young man. No hesitation whatsoever.
I really would have liked to see the first dart at the 20. He made it work. But, if you miss that triple 20 with that second dart, you don't leave yourself a shot. So I would have liked to go. This is just different. It's different.
It's a soft tip way of
16
thinking
forward, so
things.
78 left. Goes
See,
for the 20.
So when you have 90 left with steel tip, that's if you have 3 darts in your hand, shooting the bulls is acceptable because if you hit a single, then you can go 17
Ron
times.
looking at tops here. Now he's looking at double 10. This for a 2-0 lead.
Yeah.
Oh, just on the outside.
That's a great marker dart. It's in a really good spot.
There
and
it
he's able to
is.
use it.
He uses that marker dart.
Yeah.
Good call, partner.
That's the first break of throw.
Yeah, and to go back to your comment on using the bull on 90, kind of with 3 darts, I really like the trip 20 shot better because you can go 20-20 and you don't want a bull,
It
but at
also
least you got a shot.
Also depends on what your opponent's on.
Of course, 100%. Yeah.
All right, we're going to our first game of cricket, and it is cricket time. Ron and
Think he can
Chase
say
going to
it?
open us up. I don't know because you guys were all of a sudden chatty Cathy's tonight. I'm telling you. Derrick, do you know a Danny Broughton?
Yes, Danny's the guy that I talked about earlier. That's a newer player and is lacking that scar tissue right now, and it's just super smooth.
We need to find a way to get Danny down here.
Yeah,
apparently.
he'd be a great addition down here. Started in soft tip, but we have 3 separate steel tip state championships, and he actually lost in the finals of our double in double out 301 this year.
Really?
Yeah. So as a almost brand new player, he's making waves, and he's really throwing well.
Your mission, my friend, is to go back home and tell them we're not weirdos down here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I mean, you're going to have to
Absolutely.
lie to
Not
him because
that
we're
weird.
all a little bit weird.
Not that weird.
But yeah,
Yeah, he's pretty weird. He'll fit right in.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
fair.
See, if I'm around here, I'm closing to 20 and a 19.
I was gonna say, if there's a settler leg, this is gonna be it for Derrick and Chris. Being primarily soft tip players, they play a whole lot more cricket than what they do 01.
Okay.
For better or for worse. I mean, I think most soft tip players do prefer cricket over 01. So, I mean, they're gonna be a whole lot more comfortable as we see,
That's a great
kind of
first.
moving around the board.
None of these guys pointing.
Not
Man,
a
yeah,
not
that's
a fan of
interesting.
not pointing. Here.
Nah, not
Yeah.
pointing. Tim, how do you feel about that?
You got to point.
You got to put some
absolutely
points
have
on the board at some point in time.
Yeah, watching Chase and Ron through the 01, they're hitting too many triples to not be pointing.
Yeah,
And,
the trip
right
18.
on cue, here comes a 6 mark from
There
Chase
you
going up
go.
by. And the thing is, Chase and Ron have now taken the larger number. So those 3 18s for points are worth 4 17s. So
That's fair.
you've really put yourself at a disadvantage here. And right on cue, Derrick able to hit it. And if I know him, he's staying there.
Takes that point lead.
Yeah, he does stay there. Unable to hit the third dart, though.
Oh, I can tell right now we're going to have some fun cricket games tonight, folks.
Yeah, cricket. Hopefully, this settles them, and then they can really start locking in on 01. Just get a little more comfortable, a little more confident in their stroke. So, man, 2 right on the wire for Ron here. Able
There
to
you
find
go.
the third. 72 points for Ron there. So Chris coming back. He's 58 points behind. So still another 4 mark behind. This just shows the benefit of having that larger number. Only able to find 2 there.
You see Chris kind of lifts his leg, starts to walk forward on that third dart. Like to see him stop doing that.
Yeah, that back leg's coming up before
Yep.
he's 3/4 of the way through that last dart. He hasn't even let it go yet.
Chase has no fear right now. He's just
No, he's
moving
shooting
along the board.
fantastic.
The other thing Chase has is almost no movement. You see that back
Yep.
shoulder lift just a little bit on every throw, but other than that, he's pretty statuesque. Derrick's really good at that too. He's got a little bit of a hop when he releases, but not a whole lot of movement. But Chase is just a statue there at the
Yeah,
line.
I've noticed with Derrick, he kind of straightens out his back a little bit
Yeah.
when he shoots.
Yep.
And that changes his height of his release.
Ron's rushing a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you-
slow down, get set, fall.
Yeah, and you've got 3 other players that are fast players, and Ron is not that type of player. He likes to take his time when he's up.
And you could really see it in that first start, that kind of snatchy release that he had on that
Yeah.
first start. The last one looked a little better, but just floated a little high into the 888. Yeah, those are 2 tough darts. That's
Yeah.
going to block that triple out pretty hard. So if he's not able to move, I know some people don't like doing that. It really made
Yeah.
that target small.
Well, and that's the biggest difference, I think, between steel tip and soft tip. In soft tip, your darts are always going to land perpendicular to the board. In steel tip, they can come in at all different angles and block your approach.
Well, Yeah, there's another thing too with soft tip that I think a lot of people don't recognize is, sometimes when that target's blocked in soft tip, you can just fire right at it.
Yep.
The tips are going to move, the dart's going to move out of the way, and that's just not a thing in steel tip. It's so much not a thing that once you start playing a lot of steel tip, you're using your other dart because it's not going to move.
Yep.
You're using it as a backboard to kind of make your target larger, but that's a two-edged sword.
Crucial for on right here. Needs to close 16s. Didn't want to waste that dart on it. Needs to close the 16s. There it is.
Yep.
I'd point here.
Yep. He doesn't. He just said he's just going to close the 15s.
Gets the point mark.
Yeah,
And he
I
gets
mean,
points.
it was big. The only time that's a good shot is if it hits the triple. So that's that's a pretty high risk start, but he hit it. So well done to him.
Oh, what's he doing?
I think he's closing numbers.
That's a
Maybe.
2 mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't understand the second
It's
dart,
all right.
but yeah, he got one. I don't expect this to go. Wow, surprisingly, Chase not able to hit on any of them. So all three really well thrown darts, not missing by much, but not able to score anything there. Derrick, man, about probably a year ago, he was known for his bullseyes. At least in soft tip, he just drilled bullseyes
Yeah,
like
that's
crazy.
one of 'em.
So
Just
Wow,
one this
right on the
time
wire.
through. I like this from Ron. He's taking his time getting up to the line.
yeah, I was just going to comment on the pace of play. I like the pace, and I also like that he just took a second.
Yep.
Take a breath, get settled, make sure you're ready. I think it's the slides he's wearing. He needs
Yep.
a minute to get there and get comfortable.
I noticed that the shirt came off right away. It only took 2 legs before that shirt came off. We're back to sleeveless.
Where's Chris going here? Okay, so
Nice.
he's shutting down.
I don't like that last at the bull. If you're going to go ahead and shut down, then
close
make the commitment and do it.
Absolutely, yeah, I agree there. If you're gonna burn the darts, make them effective,
Yep.
right? Yeah, get the job done at
No
least.
score.
And little force field here for
Yeah.
Chase and Ron. They're not able to hit a bullseye. So if Derrick hits 1 or 2 here, I love closing the 18 at that point because it's
Close
gonna
it.
put all the
Close
pressure.
it now, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd shut it down. He's got 2. I'd
right
close the
now.
18. Yep. Yeah, you're what? You're 2 behind. So it's gonna be 2 bulls to 3 bulls. Shut that 18 down, and you got a dart advantage even though they have the throw.
Oh, that's
unable to hit it
unfortunate.
though. Yeah, if you take the shot, it's got to hit.
Yeah.
It's
Right,
just-
it's the right idea.
yeah, for sure.
If you're Ron here, you're going to go points first start, or you're going to go bulls first start. That's what he's thinking about right now.
I'd point.
I'd go bulls.
I'd go bull. If I hit
Yeah.
it, I'll stay there.
Exactly.
Yep.
And if I miss, I'm going to go point,
Yeah,
just like what he's
absolutely.
doing.
Yeah, because and the reason I like it that way is if you throw up points first, when do you stop? Do you use
don't
all 3?
Use all 3.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, well that's fair.
And-
If
and
that's your plan,
use-
then that's totally fair.
I'm using all 3, and I'm taking darts out of their
It
hands.
looks like Chris closed.
Yeah, one more for game shot here.
There
Bang,
it
drills
is.
it. What a good shot.
Yeah.
Nice comeback. Come from behind victory there. They needed one to kind of get settled, and they were down that whole leg. So good on them for just
Yeah.
keeping their head in the game and staying on it. And they did get a little fortunate, to be honest, for them to be missing the bullseyes the way they did. But hey, you can't control that. So you
No.
take advantage of the misses and do what you can.
All right, we're 2-1, folks. Let's see how we do.
Robin Thompson, 75 stars. Thank you, Robin.
Yeah, so Chris and Derrick here with the throw. So they are down 2-1.
They broke back.
Yeah, they did break back. So that was the big thing. They got the break. Now they just need to hold the throw, and then they're going to be even. And they're going to be right on throw and kind of at chalk at this point. So they're in a good spot right here. They just need to stay steady. And, man,
Looking at the format this evening, Michael Hagnow, 200 stars. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate you. Pretty spread out. 001 a cricket, 001 a cricket, 2 singles 01s, 2 crickets, 501 double in, double out twice, couple 01s, and then cricket with a piddle at the end if it gets that far.
yeah, good 83 from Derrick there. So Derrick was kind of the guy that seemed to be lagging in the first couple of 01 games. So good to see him hit a triple here. That's really going to help.
Getting that first leg off,
Yeah,
and you can breathe a little bit. You're not going to get skunked.
yeah,
Let's
for
just
sure.
Throw darts now.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, I think that's kind of what I was hoping for when we got to that cricket game. I knew they'd be a little more comfortable. Just in that game, they just play it so much more. So hopefully that was a nice little settler to loosen their arms up and really push this game. And as you can see, I mean, they're up, 74 points, 73 points right now. So they do have the throw, but that's a solid lead if you're not playing Phil Taylor. So yeah.
Michael Hagenow sending in 200 stars. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate you greatly.
We see you there, Ben. We're thinking about you, buddy.
Ben, shout out to you. I hope you caught the first act But our prayers, our thoughts are with you and your family at this point in time. God bless you.
41.
Derrick only able to come away with a 41 there, but that second dart, man, it's right in the corner of that triple. So it wasn't a poorly thrown dart, just a little wayward. So just stay steady, keep your confidence up, and you'll be all right. And, you know, after that first loss, you see Chase, it looks like his rhythm slowed down a little bit. I don't know if that's a...
Well, what's going to be interesting is
tension?
how does that loss affect Chase?
Right.
You know,
yeah.
it's his first loss. He walked in here, wins the first 2 games, shoots great. He's kind of on a roll.
Yeah, and here comes Chris. He's been
Yep.
throwing good, 60, 60, 87.
Leaves a
That's
big
super
fish.
solid. Yeah, absolutely.
Kim Wallace, 1,000 stars. Thank you.
Oh,
Kim.
thank you,
Appreciate
Kim.
I see you, Kim. How you doing, buddy? It's a
Said-
fellow Michigander here dropping in on the stream.
Ron's biggest fan.
Derrick,
Aubrey
you require
tuning in. Hello, Aubrey. Hope you're doing
170.
well.
Ed Baker, how are you, sir? I wish you'd answer your messages.
I see Dakota just dropped in. He'll be on our stream here Thursday, playing in our Thursday match here in a couple
All
of
right.
days.
Lights out. George Daniels tuning in. What's up, George?
Hey, Georgie. Got you coming back in October, I hope, George. Haven't told you about it yet, but it's a big secret. We'll tell Andrea.
As long as Andrea brings the cheese ball.
Yeah. We're in negotiations.
Yeah, good shot here for Chris. He needs to stay on those 20s. 4 will leave a bullseye. 2 triple 20s will leave that double 5 for him. Wayward going into the 5 there. So 105 left.
That's where you don't overthink it.
Yeah,
Like-
just hit a big odd number, and we'll fix it from there. So
Big Ron finds himself a little bit behind here. Could put some pressure on this 98 with a good round.
yeah, a big shot here would be massive to kind of turn the screws onto Derrick and Chris.
Needs a trip right here.
27 score.
He needs to go 19.
Yep. Let's hope he knows that. He looks like he does. He's looking down.
46.
You know?
Yep, able to catch it. So leaving the big fish there.
Derrick, you require 98.
Can you imagine Chase's mind if he hits that big fish?
Oh my goodness, what a massive shot that would be! But
I-
he
I
may
th-
not even get a look here. 78 left.
I think we'd hear Joe Lynn if
Yeah.
he did that.
No, he
Oh,
didn't go
switched
there.
it up.
40 scored.
40
58
scored,
left.
58 left. Should go away with the 18s here.
You can hear him talking in the background. That's always a good sign when the partners start talking to each
Yeah, unfortunately though, what he told him was 20 double 19.
other. Yeah.
So-
Well, he told him, if
Yeah,
we were playing
he
softer.
followed. He followed.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
they're
right
playing
there.
a team game here.
Just below. That's 80 scored, 90 left.
Oh, unfortunate bounce out. Would have left 30.
You know,
That
if he
was right
caught
on
it, would let him shoot it again.
And it said you're messaging the
Chris, you
wrong
require 57.
page. He's going to message you directly.
Okay. Fair enough.
See Jeremiah Millar jumping in as well. Good to see you there, buddy.
Hey, Jeremiah. Good to see
That
you.
hit, that was in.
Yeah, but it bounced right out.
Aim right at that hole.
There you go.
Hey,
son.
all right.
There you go.
Wow.
And we
Chris
were-
Shampine, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, unconventional, but hey, he made it work.
Hey, you just had a great
Out of
run.
Anderson, Indiana for 3 days.
So good, he took it out twice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If it
great,
was
great
soft tip.
leveler. Yeah, right.
Fifth leg,
Yeah.
we're back to even pegging.
Yeah, I'll
Going to
almost
0-1.
guarantee he
This
said
is
that too.
Ron.
So, folks, we are
All the
back
best
2
came
to
up.
2.
Yeah, after that break, it was really big to hold throw there. So now they're right back on chalk. So
Yep.
everybody's loose. Everybody's won a couple. Everybody's lost a couple.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
yeah, this will be
Oh,
interesting.
look at that.
40.
And what a great opening shot there from Ron. Really, really big. And, it's hard to overstate how much pressure that puts on the other team. 0-1, it's a weird thing because really 5-0-1 it's just a race.
Yep.
It's just a race. Who can get to 0 faster? But, man, when somebody piles in 720s like that, you
37.
really feel like a sense of urgency, like you need to do something to this. So it's a really, really big shot, especially opening the lead. And if nothing else, it's going to free Chase up to just get
Look
loose.
at this from Chase.
And, man, when Chase is loose, he's hitting.
Yep,
He's hitting
yep.
a lot. So nice 95 score there. Derrick needs, and he knows this now too, he needs to come up with something big here.
Really impressed with how Chase is shooting here this evening.
Yeah, he's doing
We
great.
got some breaking news. Paul Rogers announced Trevor Sellers versus JT Davis in the first round of the Bull Shooter Invitational.
Oh.
Oh, look at that. Right on the wire. Almost caught a 140 to bring him back even. But he'll take the 100. He won't be complaining about that. That's for sure. Down by 100, though, with Ron and Chase having the throw. This is a tough spot to be in because they're both throwing really well right now.
59.
It's funny how it kind of flips from one leg to the other. So they were kind of falling behind last leg, and all of a sudden they've caught fire. So
Yep.
Chris is going to need a big shot here. He's looking for 100 or better. Going to the 17s or 19s.
Yeah, walked that last one in again.
29.
Yeah, that's
Doesn't have any luck with that one.
Yeah, that's a bad tendency. I've seen a lot of players, especially faster throwers, that have
Yep.
that. I've even seen some people hold a fourth dart.
Yeah.
Because if they don't have a dart in their left hand, they want to walk. So they hold a fourth dart, and it kind of keeps them from committing that cardinal sin. And it's kind of a Band-Aid. But if it works for you, it's better than walking.
Chase leaving nobody's friend of the 166. But they got plenty of time.
Yeah, Derrick needs a pile of 20s here, and he's halfway there now. So big shot from
Oh,
Derrick,
that's a
leaving
big
195.
dart.
That's huge.
Still
Yeah.
not sitting on an out, but that's some great darts.
Yeah,
That's
but
6 darts from
neither one are
166.
neither one are sitting on an out right now. So Ron's gonna have 6 no matter what. But man, that really turns the screws for them.
That's a big
Man.
last from Ron.
Yeah,
That's going to
big
help
shot.
a lot.
Yep.
Makes it a nice round, even number for Chase to go ahead and shoot at. But
Yeah.
let's see what Chris can do to put some pressure on him.
You know what's interesting is it seems like Chris really likes the bottom of the board, and this is a great time to just go 19s, and he didn't do it at all. So that's surprising that sitting on 195, you wouldn't just go down to those 19s and hit them for all you can.
Well,
77,
Yes.
triple 17 for
all right,
Yeah,
Double
leave it double
10.
10.
60 scored leaves 20.
Oh, just
Right
on the outside.
wire. That's a good miss, though. I mean, you want to hit it with
He
the other
didn't,
team
he
on
didn't set
143.
himself the same way he would have there. He might have wanted to set himself. He asked Keegan to give him the score. Might see himself. Let's see what Derrick can do with this 143.
So these are the kind of funny outs that you just got to know them. If you
Yep.
really want to hit it, you need to know what the 3-dart combo is before you even go to the line.
124 left.
He went for the right shot, though, so that's okay. Sliding into the 111.
I'm a
41.
143. I still go triple 20 first. 'Cause
Yeah, I do too.
just
If you've been throwing
trip
at it all
17,
game.
double
Yeah.
16. It's
Ron, you
nice.
require 20.
Let's see what Ron can do with this double 10. Outside, working his way
That's
in.
a great spot. He can drop it right on top of that dart.
Ooh.
Oh, going inside. So
Well, he's hit a double 5 before.
yeah, you need to hit this one.
Oh.
And missed it on the inside.
Yeah.
So leaving it odd for
Chris, you require
Chase. He's going to need to
100.
hit either the 1 or the 3. Anything other than that, it's going to be a bust. So
Chris can't hit the triple 1 here. He goes 2.
That gets that out of the way.
that's the second time we've seen players
Yeah.
go for the odd number first before going up for the 100 with 2 darts.
Leaves
So,
himself with 85.
yeah.
Trip 15 here.
Trip
at least.
15 here? Yeah, probably. Yeah. So,
32.
I'm surprised. I'm happy he didn't do this, but I'm surprised he didn't go trip 17, double 17.
Chase looking at the 1.
Whoa.
That's on top.
That's okay. Yeah.
There you go.
One with the double
Double
2
two.
here.
3.
Oh.
Ooh, leaving Madhouse here. So
Derrick,
So
you
there's 2
require
ways to go at
70.
this, and I think so many people throw this the wrong way, in my opinion. I think this is a triple 10 shot all day.
I think it's an 18, trip 18.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
Ryan
it's just because
Watson,
I'm better
200
at trip
stars.
18 than I
Thank you,
am trip 10.
fair enough. I think some of this is dependent on how your dart lands on the board.
Yeah, at the end of the day, quite frankly, the right shot is the one that wins.
Yeah, of course,
You know?
yeah.
I mean, so that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, I like the 10 just because if I miss to the inside, I'm staying in the same segment for the
He's-
next 2 darts.
That's
So
a
you're gonna
20
go
scored.
18 double 16 or 10 tops.
Yeah.
Or double bull.
Oh, so 44 left here. So he's going to need a 12
12
or a
or
4.
4.
Yeah.
44 left.
I'll bet he goes at the 4 just for
Ryan
simple
Watson
math.
sending in 200 stars. Thank you, Ryan. Ed Baker sending in 500 stars. Thank you, Ed. I appreciate you.
For
Everything that you do.
BBA's big round.
And missing left. So, not sure what he was
Ron, you
throwing at
require
there, but
2.
sometimes, man, under the heat of the lights and all the pressure of the cameras, things happen. So, yeah, that's a really good dart. Just don't miss inside on your first one. Get a little settler.
I don't know where that was.
Must have been high. Must be
Yeah.
high.
No
Yeah.
score.
Yep, 3 on the outside. So, not the end of the
Chris, you
world,
require
but
44.
Chris is going to have a look at this. And these guys have not been missing doubles once they get to it. So,
Yeah.
if they get to the double, it's going to go away pretty quick.
I'm thinking he's thinking 12 double 16.
I mean, he could be doing 10 double 17. Who knows?
Yeah,
But, yeah, he should be
Yeah,
going
who
12.
knows?
He should be going 12.
Or 20 double 12.
Okay. I mean, if
Don't
he hits
hate
it,
Don't
that's-
hate
yeah,
it.
12's not terrible. Going over to the 6.
That's game
And he
shot.
There you
picks it
go.
once again. Yeah.
it's the right shot. Because
So,
he won.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And, man, with that third dart in his hand, he hasn't missed a double yet. So,
That's 3 in a row for that team.
yes, sir. So, 3-2 right now.
All right, our final leg of doubles before we head to singles action. And what better way to do it than cricket time? This time it's Chris to throw first. All the best. Game on.
All right, we're going to doubles cricket, and then after this, we got singles matches. Going to be Ron versus Chris, Chase versus Derrick.
Ooh,
This is
wayward on
great.
those first
Yep.
two. This is tough here.
That's a 1 mark.
It seems like 17 is his go-to number.
Yeah, it might be. That might be kind of his happy place. He might need just a settler to get comfortable after missing those first two. And, ooh, I don't know if that's in or if that's on the top wire.
Just
yeah,
on
it's
top.
high. Okay, so got the first two.
That's a 2 mark.
Ooh.
Only able to get two. If Derrick can steal this 20, that's really, really big. Even
Almost-
if he doesn't point on it, just take the number away.
Almost got lazy on that last dart there for Ron.
Dennis
Yeah.
Shea, 500 stars. Thank you, Dennis.
Thank you, Dennis.
That's not a bad dart. You can follow it. Just go a little higher. Wayward. Needs a triple here.
That's a 2
Oh,
mark.
coming up just short. So well thrown darts a little bit low. So Chase and Ron are in the driver's seat really right here. Any big shot is really going to force them around the board. So now they can start controlling this game with points.
That's a 2 mark.
Ed Baker sending in another 50 stars. Baker Boys Appliances, folks. If you need your appliance and used appliances, get a hold of Ed Baker.
If I'm Chase, I'm going 17s here, and he chooses to close. So he needs this triple 17 right now, especially after burning that first dart to close the 20s, being down in points. It's only 20 points. They're not down a
That's-
ton.
Yeah, that's not what you need right there. It gives Ron an opportunity. Now, is Ron going to go 17s here, shut that door?
That's what I would do.
With the point lead, I'd shut it down for sure. And he's going 19s, so.
He went 19s. Don't hate it.
That's a 1 mark.
Yeah. If Derrick can trip this 17, this flips this game on its head.
Derrick a better top board shooter or bottom board shooter, in your opinion?
I don't think he really has a preference. He kind of hits
Okay.
everything. Yeah, first dart right in the heart of the triple. I'd stay there.
Yeah, just bury them all.
Yeah, let him have the 19. That's fine. You're going to have 2 rounds to take it out, most likely.
That's
And
a
he does.
round
Oh.
of
Giant
9.
shot. He's absolutely unconscious right now on those 17s. It's a great, great shot.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Yeah, someone's got to do it.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
That's
at
for you,
this
Sean.
point in time. We love you, Sean. Hope you're enjoying your movie.
Yeah, we talked about actually that catchphrase on the way here.
Phillips
And-
Duham, 1,000 stars.
Oh, look at you, Philip. Thank you.
Great shot, Derrick. First maximum of the night, even though it wasn't 20s, it was a maximum shot. So
That's a 2 mark.
really, really solid shot.
Dylan
That
Wallace,
close
50
would have been
stars.
huge.
Thank you, Dylan.
Let me give a shout out to Jeff McMahan and watching along with us. Jeff, it's a pleasure to have you along with us, my friend. Thank you for all your help and assistance you've given us. Great work with the CDC. Big
This
Ron
is
there.
exactly what he needs here.
Oh, nice 5 mark there from Ron Thompson.
So basically leveling, absolutely take this 19 out and just pile the next 2 back into the 17. Just make that number go away. Make them start on something fresh. Yeah, that's what he's going to do here. I'm hoping he points.
But too close not to.
Yeah,
Yep.
and that's one thing Derrick's really, really good about. You know, I've seen him come down to bulls and just bury 6 darts into points just to take the stress off. Now the bulls are easy, so kind of lightens you up. So if there's a chance to point, he's probably going to do it, especially in a match this close.
That's a 2 mark.
Yeah, it's not terrible darts from the young man right there. Not bad at all.
This is an interesting spot. You know, you're only up by, 19? You could take the 18, and I like taking the 18, but, man, there's a risk there, right? If you only get 2 and then miss, it's almost feels like a wasted turn. So you've spent 2, you got to
there
close
it is.
it.
There it is again. He's walking
Yeah.
forward on that third dart. Every time he walks forward, it tends to go a little bit low.
Yeah.
Ed Baker, 500 stars for Yaya, Jen Fair's mom. Thank you, Ed. Appreciate it.
Yeah, they're kind of getting let off here. Ron's only able to hit 1 so far. That's a big let off.
He's
That's a
not-
big
Yeah,
let
He's
off.
not following through.
Nope.
He
No.
needs to get back to following through.
Yeah, he's getting that snatchiness again in his release. So Derrick needs to close this, and he's probably going to point some more. Man, everybody's missing this 18 right now. Let's see here. Oh,
Uh-oh.
right off the flight.
It's
Tough
the force
deflection.
field.
Yeah.
There
Able
There
to
you
shut
go.
it down. That's job done. You got to do that at least. So
Now, these are going to be big darts for Chase. Is he going to go 16s here? It looks like he is. 19s ain't going to help you.
this might be that tension building up with him, you know.
he's
Yeah.
That's a 1 mark.
rushing a little bit here.
Yeah, he was a little bit too quick on that first start. He needed to step back and just kind of think it through a little bit.
Yeah, I've noticed once they start applying pressure to Chase, he tends to speed up a little bit, and
Yep.
it can lead to a couple wayward darts.
And you
I like this choice here.
You see that a lot of the youngsters. Well, this is going to be a big round for Chris right here.
Oh, able to get
Solid
5.
5 mark.
Yeah, great shot.
Built that point lead up. Ron's going to be looking. He needs at least 5 or 6 here. That's not a great first.
Thank you, Scott, for the 200 stars. Really appreciate it.
Scott
buddy.
Powell with 200 stars. Thank you, Scott.
That's a 3 mark.
Wow,
Oh.
great third dart. It was
Yeah.
risky, but man, it
You hear it click the wire when it
Yeah.
hit.
yeah, it was right there.
He closes
Did he
that
catch
down.
it? He
Yeah.
caught the double. You
Yeah.
dirty dog, you. Yeah, great double 16. I mean, it is a double we throw out a lot, so I get it. But, man, you don't see it a whole lot in steel tip. So, great pick. Great pick. Up by, 88 points now. So,
Jeff sending in 150 stars saying, great bandana, terrible jersey. Go Heels. Oh, gosh.
you know, Derrick has got an affinity to choosing bad teams. You know, he's a Buckeyes fan. Buckeye fan living in Michigan, and apparently we're not liking the Duke jersey
Oh,
either.
look at
so.
that. That's an uncommon 8 mark from Chris Shampine right there.
Wow, big shot. And,
Yeah.
you know,
Almost
I was
closed
telling
the
you, these
door.
cricket games are really going to settle these two in.
Yep.
And it's been the decider so far.
And they're going to have a 4-2 lead going into singles.
Yeah, one bullseye, and I don't expect Derrick to miss this. He's pretty steady on bullseye, so
Let's
I
see
expect this to go away, and they're going to be up 4-2.
if he takes a breath here. I like this. All right,
Yep.
he's taking his time, he's kind of setting himself, knows what he's got to do.
A little high. That's fine, as long as it's not blocking. It is blocking. He caught the flight with that
Yeah.
second dart. I would move here.
Oh,
Able to bury the double.
yeah.
Great shot with that third dart.
Look at that. That's 4 in a row for those guys.
Derrick and Chris.
And, you know, to be honest, that leg was a lot closer than the score would suggest.
I agree.
Yeah, Derrick had that 7 mark on 19s, and Chris had that 8 mark with the 16, 15, and double
Yep.
bull. So that it was. Other than that, it was pretty close. It was those 2 rounds that were really the difference maker. And you know, I learned this from Jeremiah Millar talking to him. And cricket games are won on the corners, and they started getting some momentum on those 16s and on the 15s. And between Chris and Derrick, they were both able to take them out and kind of shut it down before they could really start turning the screws there.
I don't disagree with Jeremiah Millar. I found that's not good for my career as far as that goes. But I would disagree from the standpoint that at certain levels that's true. When you're up at Jeremiah's level, quite frankly, yes, it's one on the corners. But with certain levels, it's one early. And you can intimidate the player and get them right off if you put some points up on the 20 right away.
Yeah, so now we're heading into the singles matches here. Ron's still got that tension in his release right now. So
That's the second time Ron's open with a 7. Last time he did it, he won the match for him. So let's see what he does this time. Neither one of these guys coming out shining right out of the gate.
yeah, Chris has probably got to be feeling good though after winning both of the 0-1s,
Yeah.
the last 2 0-1s, and the cricket. So they're on a 3-game run right now. So he's going to be liking where he's at positionally for sure.
Let me give a shout out to C.J. Rama. Congratulations on your recent renewal of vows. Congratulations.
I was just going to ask, what is hanging off of Chris's dart? I saw it twice.
Flew off.
And then it flew off on the second dart. He knocked it off. So problem solved. I don't know what it was, but man, that would drive me nuts. I don't know how we didn't see that thing.
60.
Yeah, able to solid 60. Just stay steady. When you're going through a rough spot like he is right now with the 7 and the 25, just stay in the scoring segment. The triples will come. Just hit your singles and just keep plodding along and just keep yourself in the game.
There it is, that walk again, shooting a little bit low. Good first 2 darts.
Yeah, down by a little over 100 right now, so it's not the end of the world. He's not super far behind. He just needs to start finding the scoring segment.
He needs one big round, and that'll bring him right back into it.
I mean, even there, a solid 60 only would have extended the point lead from Chris by 4 points. You know, and that's without him hitting anything. So if you can just stay straight, just stay steady, stay straight, you're going to put yourself in a good spot more often than not.
Well, here's your opening right now. You gotta count on it. Take an extra breath. That's a good first.
Yeah, it's a tough one sometimes, though, when you're a taller
Squeezed it
guy
in
at
there.
blocks. Yeah.
Oh,
You know what?
that's
That's
not it.
fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's 3 good darts. It's a 60 score, but you're in the area, and that should help. You can build off of that. You know, you're not spraying it all over the place.
265. I'm shooting 19 all day long.
Yeah, 95, leaving 170. So at least he caught it with a third dart. He's able to find it, find the math, and he got to the right shot here. Unable to find
I
it.
tell you what, that's not characteristic from Ron.
Jeff McMahan, yes, that bull shooter line. We do soft tip for the Premier League and Challenger League on Saturday afternoons.
70.
That's interesting.
The
That's an
Phoenix
interesting
Premier.
way to go there.
Yeah, you know, hey, it is what it is.
He left 100,
Yeah.
so it's fine. I mean, and even had he caught a double, it would have left him 75, which is fine. But It's just there's a lot of variance there because if you don't hit the bullseye, who knows what you're going to be left with there.
Ron's going to be disappointed with his match here.
Chris, you require 100.
Let's see what Chris can do.
99.
Not
It's
taking
the
that.
one spot
Yeah.
you don't want to miss. So
Put himself in
92 left, needs to go 20s, and man, he's halfway to the board, but he hit it. He hits it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, interesting third dart. He was able to hit it,
Ron
but
needs a big 140. United States goes 19. 133. Nope. That's it.
Uh,
That's a trip. You know it's a trip because Keegan's first answer was,
Corner 32.
yeah, I don't mind the 19 shot there. I'd go there with the first two.
There it
you know,
is, Chris.
134.
Flag.
That's 5 in a row for these guys.
Yeah, Chris hasn't been missing many doubles either. Sometimes it's been on the third dart most of the time, but he buried it with the first one there. So a good 22 dart leg there. Not
Now,
terrible.
This is going to be interesting. Chase
This is the
going
one
to
that's going to be interesting.
be,
Yeah,
Chase is going to be under a little bit of pressure. Derrick drove 5 hours to be here. So let's. This is going to be an interesting match. We could see them both hit triple digits every round, or we could see a lot of 26s. We're gonna.
Jazz.
Yeah, we had a drive, but we got here a few hours early. We knew kind of what we were in for as far as the drive goes, and I'm not new to traveling for tournaments, and he's traveled for a few as well. So we kind of got a decent routine as far as get to where you're going, get early, take a shower, freshen up, whatever, and kind of get settled, so you're not coming in fatigued from the drive.
I did think that was kind of weird with you guys back in the backyard with a garden hose taking a shower. I thought that was a little weird, to be
Hey,
honest with
you
you.
know,
But it's whatever you got to do.
It's a Michigan thing. You wouldn't
That's
understand.
kind of what I figured. They must do that a lot in Michigan. That's fine.
Janice Eileen, 100 stars. Bud Crystal, 200 stars. Thank you so much.
That's a good dart, right on top of the wire.
It all depends on how your dart
And that's a
lands.
blocker.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, with it being in the corner, somehow able to
good.
sneak it in. Great third dart.
You guys
With it being in the
obviously
corner, it's not going to block out too much, I think. But yeah, definitely.
puts a lot of pressure on Chase.
Yeah, if Chase already didn't have
Yeah.
enough pressure, that
Yeah.
first dart
Puts
just
a lot of
piled
pressure
right
on
on.
Chase.
Eliana, if you look at the top of the page, the score is 5-2. Derrick Howard and Chris Shampine.
You know, she's your daughter. You would think that she would know where to look. In fact, I think she's actually done the score before.
Well, the first time she asked what the score was, like literally right after she posted it, you said what the score was. So I
Yeah.
figured she just heard what you said.
Well, she don't listen to me.
She doesn't listen to me either.
Well, she's your daughter. That's normal.
Now, the thing here with Derrick is he's already seen what Chase can do. And it seems like
Solid
when
dose.
pressure's on Chase, he speeds up and he's not quite as consistent. So after that first 100-point round and Chase only coming back with a 26, man, if you can just kind of step on the gas, and just keep that pressure and just let it mound and build. Only able to hit 41 last time and 41 this time. So this is a good spot here for Chase to throw in a big shot.
Tori
these guys-
Gilstrap senses a comeback.
These guys have very
41.
similar throws. They throw straight from the middle of the nose, middle of the forehead.
Yep. Derrick actually has a specific spot that he holds the dart, and we've been working with him to try to. It used to be so specific that he would have to look at his hand when he'd pull the dart out of his hand to make sure his hand was in the right spot. So
Mike Peterman, 99 stars. Thank you, Michael.
So is
Hey,
that why
Mike.
he has the scallop darts now?
that's exactly why. Yeah. So we actually switched darts so he would kind of know his finger placement, and it improved his rhythm. Because looking down every time, it just breaks everything. Something moves. You're not in quite the same position. So he switched darts to get that scallop. So it's really helped him a lot, actually. Big third dart there.
Big third there.
He said that big
Derrick.
triple 23 times so far.
Yep.
Or twice, sorry.
45.
You know,
45.
when it comes to Chase, it's just his first dart that he's rushing a little bit. The other two darts are perfectly rhythmed. Like to see him slow down just a little bit on that first one.
Yeah, thanks again, Mike, for those 99 stars. Mike's actually the president at Goodrich Country Club, which is where Derrick shoots out of. So
Okay.
yeah, good to see him in the stream. Derrick on
That's a big
135
last.
here, and this is specifically one of the outs that we talked about, and he was convinced that going bullseye first here is the move. Let's see if he does it. And he does it, but he hits it.
So
Yeah.
they triple 15 for tops.
Yeah.
85 left.
I always shoot the bull with 135.
Do you? Okay.
No matter what my opponent is, just because it's just repetitive.
Sure. We talked about it. We talked about other options, but then when he did it, he didn't.
70 scored lead.
Yeah.
Well, his
65
opponent's not on and out, so it's
Yeah.
not the end of the world.
Right.
But if you're going to do it,
Shoot the correct dot.
yeah,
angles.
right, yeah.
65 left. I go bull right here.
I think
Yeah.
in his head, like a single, like a 25 left made it even.
So
All right.
that's all right. Left himself 50.
Yeah.
He's got options here. This is kind of the 50 outshot's kind of one of those things too. Like a lot of people go 18 in double 16. We actually spoke about this on the way here
All
too.
right.
I hate that. Go for the 10. If you hit the triple, it leaves double 10. But there's no risk. There's no risk here. And this is exactly what he
He's
did.
looking at tops.
10 for tops.
This was 6 in a row.
Oh, just inside. So back down to the double 10.
Oh,
That's all
just
right.
on
It's
the
a good
outside.
miss. It's on the outside. Chase does have an outside chance here at this 121.
All right, Chase.
All the pressure in the world on him, though. Derrick just sitting on 20.
Require 121.
All right, take your time. We got the one out of the
Even
way.
it up to the 120. Yeah, 100 left here. Big triple. Nope,
21.
unable. But
All right.
sitting on 80, this is absolutely doable for him. So Derrick knows this needs to go away here.
Don't want to
Not
go
terrible.
inside.
Yep, just go on top of that one there.
There
Perfect.
it is.
Great shot. Man, so they're kind of rolling here. 6-2
Yeah,
right now.
6
Only
in
2
a
away.
row.
I mean, sometimes the last one's the hardest one to get. So it's
Yeah,
definitely
yep,
not
let's
over,
see
but
what
they got to
happens.
like the position they're in right now.
All right, that brings our score line 6-2 in favor of Chris and Derrick.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome
I guess
back,
I
everybody. Let's get you back into doubles action now.
All right, Keegan, when you stop talking, I'm going to read. So please keep talking. Tomorrow is the last day to snag your A to Z darts dart of the month. Enjoy 10% off all Jeff Smith Discovery labeled darts and all other Cosmo Discovery labeled darts. Plus, you get a free Cosmo swag bag with every purchase. The new shot launch is now available with 3 new dart designs. Make sure also to check out the Wimau U.S. Player launch, Target July launch, and Dax Mooner's new dart barrels.
All the best game on.
Lastly, make sure to check out their blog for Dax Mooner's latest edition of dart tips to give you a competitive edge. Just head on over to A2ZDarts.com for all your darting needs. Folks that are sponsors, please use them. The more you use them, and mention our name somewhere, somehow, even if you visit one of the local taverns that sponsor us, please mention our name. Let them know it's worth the while. It's a pleasure to have you along. Thanks for everything that you guys do, sponsors.
Yeah, both teams coming up with only 2. So, you know, Chase is right in the driver's seat here. He needs a triple. And really, honestly, at this point, they need, in every game of cricket, they need to just pile points on and try to get as comfortable as they can and just get loose again, because you can see the tension coming in for both of them, and it's affecting them. But Chase able to hit 5 there, so that's a really, really good shot. Derrick needs everything he can hit here.
That's a 3-bar.
Able
Yeah.
to close it, so he gets a circle.
And at this point in time, I'm shooting the 19s, but as soon as I miss, I'm going straight up to points.
Same.
Now I'm pointing.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, he's pulling left. And
Yep.
generally,
When he goes
that,
back and watches, he'll see his elbow
Yeah.
opening up.
Yeah.
And he's pulling left the whole time. And, you know, generally, if you're pulling left, you step to the left a little bit, and then that'll correct a lot of that.
yeah, and a little overcorrection there going to the right. Normally, at least for me, if I'm missing left and specifically low left, it's usually due to tension and a late release. So I
Yep.
think he's almost kind of afraid to let go. Not afraid, but tentative of letting go of the dart, and it's just pulling that dart to the left there on him. And, you know, you can see Chris really hates the other team pointing on him.
Well, no, he hit the triple 20, and then when he called it a 3 mark, he's like, it's a triple, but you only need it once.
Yeah. So he's been doing this a lot, like closing, being down in the point lead. It was a clean 19, so it's not the end of the world. And so it was basically 319s to 319s for the first lead, but it was definitely risky move. Oh, catching the flight, pulling it back into the 7.
Kind of a blocker there.
And a triple that
Yeah.
bounces out. So tough third dart. That
All
was
right,
there.
Ron. Come on, big Ron. Let's do it right now. Close those 19s. So he's going at 18s.
Choosing to go 18s here.
That's a
Able to
Yeah.
get 4. So and this is the danger of Chris closing that 20, because now at this point, they've got another number now. So you've got to just pile in some 19s, get a point lead so you can give yourself a shot at the 18s.
And I know Ron's favorite number is the 18, so that's probably why he went up that way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's a 2-bar.
But at some point in time, you're going to have to shut down that little avenue down there, and you only need 2 of them. There's 1. There's a second for Chase. Now go points, son. There
Yeah,
he did
smart
it. Well
darts.
done. Smart darts there by that young man.
He stayed in the big wedge on the 19, which I really like.
Well, I love his maturity level. He's far. He's only been playing darts for just a little over a year, and he's playing some smart darts. And I think he's more of a calming factor on Ron, which is not what we expected. We expected Ron to be a little bit of a calming factor on him.
Sure. Yeah, the seniority and maturity and
Yeah.
experience level from Ron you'd think would kind of settle Chase, but seems like it's been the other way around. Chase has been hitting the big shots, and then all of a sudden Ron gets a little loose and
7 mark.
right on cue here with a 7 mark.
There you go, Ron. Well, looks like the Chase and Ron opening up a little bit of a lead, a little bit of a wedge lead with this cricket match here. It'll be good to break that winning streak.
Now the big question is going to be, do they go 3 rounds without hitting a bullseye again?
Yeah, well, and that's what cost them before.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chase doing good
Shoots
work
the
here.
Double.
Shoots the
Picking the Mike
double.
Maloney
Now-
double
Yeah.
there.
Now on that third dart there, you can't close the bull on anything. So just throw points.
Yeah.
I'm always, if you can't close it with a single, just point.
But
Well, kind of. They've got 4 numbers. If he picks one, it's now 1 dart out, right? So
But if he throws at it, he has a bigger opportunity to hit it.
it's a 3 mark there. Picks up a lucky 18 on the miss on the bull, but does hit the double
I
bull.
was just gonna say, if he misses the bull, there's 4
Yeah.
numbers he can fall into.
That's
that helps
2
him
for
score,
Ron.
So, yeah, able to pick the double. I expect this to go away,
There you
and it
go.
does. Yeah, so you can see
Yep.
how after that one big shot from Chase, it just loosened Ron up.
Yep.
And he started completing his follow through again.
Yep.
And as soon as that
Exactly.
happened, he comes with the 7 mark, and then
Maybe
comes
he's
back with
listening.
3 bulls.
And we are back to
Yeah.
6-3.
Yeah, tell him to take us out of his ears here.
Yeah.
Let's run it back. This time it's Chris to throw first.
We're going to play cricket one more time.
Yeah, so just a couple holes to throw, and Chris and Derrick are going to be out of here. But the way
So you after this cricket match, there's 2 double and double out, 501. So
oh, I like it.
so
Okay.
it's a little bit of a curveball.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. Ron going down at the 19s.
So this is kind of that precarious point in the match, right? So
That's a 2 mark.
Derrick and Chris had a pretty solid lead, and they were rolling. And they just lost their first leg out of 5. So they won 4 straight and then lost 1. How they react here is going to be huge, because if they lose another one, it's like you're on that slippery slope where it could just start to slide away from you here.
Yep.
That's a 2 mark.
Need to give a shout out to Fatality Games, who did a 20 or 12-hour dart marathon this weekend, raised $1,000 for a cancer charity. Great work, guys. Congratulations on all you guys.
That's a 2 mark.
And that's-
Able to pick up 2.
they're out in England, correct?
Yeah, they're out of Leicester, England.
Nice.
Nobody likes a soccer club, but that's okay.
Okay, he's able to pick the triple with the third, but I do not understand the second dart. Not at
Yeah.
this point. You're so close. You're so close to having this. You close the number. Lay on those points. Go up by 100.
Big
Why
Ron's,
not?
He's
Big
been-
Ron's favorite 18 right here.
He's been rocking the unique strategy the whole time. He's not going to change.
Yeah,
now.
yeah, I know.
It's like-
Yeah, it's interesting.
it-
Between throwing at open numbers or closing behind when you're down in points, it's just.
Yeah. When-
Derrick out
when
of
you're a
Holly,
traditionalist,
Michigan.
Well, I wonder how much of that is because he is such a soft hit player. And let's face it, we hit more triples, right? So those random stray darts that we're going to throw at all other numbers, they're going to hit a lot more often than soft tip. And they may work for him in that circumstance, but they're just not going to land as frequently in steel.
Let me just say this because it's really important. It is Chase's mom's birthday today. So, Chase's mom, if you're watching along with us, happy birthday to you, young lady.
That's a 3 mark.
Solid 3 mark there from Chris Shampine, shooting a 20-gram Neptune Magnetos today.
A lot of magneto darts out in there.
Gives a shout out to his dart family.
That's a 4 mark.
Able to take those 18s away from Ron, so he won't be super happy about that. But able to come back and hit 4 17s. So Derrick, if I know Derrick, he's going to shoot it closing at 17. He may spend one more there. He's probably going to go up at this point.
You're looking up.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's the right shot. Yeah. Up by 84.
Chase shoots out the Mose River Room in Kokomo, Indiana, shooting a 20-gram Magnetos.
Amy Benner said thank you, Jason, for the birthday wish.
You're very welcome, Miss Benner.
So up by 50 here. Chris isn't coming off the 17 until it's closed. He hates open numbers. And he's throwing at the double.
Not
Yeah.
a fan.
Yep.
No,
a
no. Just throw 2 fat singles.
Yeah.
Just
That's
hit 2
why.
singles, and that's 100% why. Yeah, just 2 singles. You know, singles win matches.
Big
in
Ron,
steel
like
tip.
to shout out Ed Baker, Carlos Panfili, and his beautiful wife, Robin.
That's a 3 mark.
Interesting choice. He could have went for the 17 and had a 1-point lead. I know it's only 1 point, but it's a lead. Open the door here for Derrick just to shut down the 17s, and he's going to point here.
And that's
So-
been Derrick's bread and butter number in cricket.
That's a 5 mark.
And able to find the
Oh,
triple. So
solid
that's
dart.
a massive third
Yep.
dart. Yeah, putting them up by 76 points. So they need 8. They need 8
That's a 2
16s.
mark.
Now they're 6 behind. So, and here we are on the corners again. So
Yep.
Nick DeShare tuning in. Hey, Nick.
Hey, Nick.
Great job on all your interviews. They're awesome to watch. He's doing all the interviews for the people down at the Bull Shooter Invitation.
It's fantastic.
throwing at the double again here, missing wide. You know, I don't hate a double shot, especially in soft tip because they're easier to hit. But if you're going to do it, you cannot miss outside.
Yeah,
You can't.
I tell you, in steel tip, I just don't like a double shot in cricket.
Yeah, I don't love it, but I understand it.
I'm the old
for some
school way.
people.
I
Yeah.
only shoot the double if it's for a win. Like
Yep.
even in like if I need 2 for a win.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then you
Going
got
high. Just hit the fat. You don't need a triple here.
Yeah.
Just close the number.
Don, tell me about Rocky and Linda Moody
So Rocky and Linda are Derrick's parents.
and Rick Howard, Derrick's parents, right?
Yeah, and Rick's dad. So
Yeah.
Rocky's his stepdad, Linda's his mom, and Rick's his dad.
Well, Derrick wanted to shout out those guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
And-
Unfortunately, they live in Ohio, but, you know, we can't all be perfect. so.
And Goodrich Country Club, as you mentioned earlier on.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of those guys from Goodrich already in the stream. But, yeah, that's where Derrick mostly plays out of. He lives pretty close. They have 2 floors of dartboards, so
Okay.
they really take care of us. They're one of the premier darting locations in our general area. So
Do they have a golf course on site?
They do.
All right.
Absolutely.
Is it miniature?
No,
Does it have a windmill and a clown face?
I wish.
Alrighty.
Maybe we can, you know, the president was in here. We can talk to him about that.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
see what we can
And
do.
we'll have some discussions.
All
You know-
right, here is Derrick.
Yeah, Derrick and Chris were able to clean up the corners and actually hold both numbers, so they're in the driver's seat. If they can clean these bulls up, they're only 1 leg away from taking this
That'll
match.
put them in the barn.
his first miss goes into the 20. So
Yeah, it's a great miss, right? So they're up by 131 now. So Chase is going to need a whole boatload of these bullseyes. Able to get 2, 3 good darts at it, just only 2 finding the mark. So I suspect Chris is going to get at least 1 or 2 here. There's a double.
There's
One
a
more
double.
for the game.
Oh,
And
that's
another double. Great
Great
third dart.
darts for Chris
Yeah.
Champagne right there.
Nice
Shooting
work.
well.
Sorry.
So going up 7-3 here.
Chris and
They are in the barn. If I
They
say in the
are.
barn, do you know what that means? Is that just an Indiana term?
That's
or
an
is-
Indiana term. I've heard on the hill.
All right,
in the
fellas,
barn.
It doesn't get much more clear-cut than
It's a
this.
euchre term is really what it comes down to.
Oh, I'm a euchre player.
Yeah.
So in the barn, I've not heard
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
I didn't think euchre was a thing in Indiana. I thought it was a Michigan thing.
With the best state of euchre that there is. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Man, you've got darts, you've got euchre. What
I'll
else?
tell you, we're going to start a euchre stream next week.
I'm in.
Every Thursday.
Give me a call. I'll be there.
Commentary on euchre darts. Oh, that'd be
That's right.
fun.
Yeah.
All the best. Game on.
All right.
this is double in, double out.
I will tell you this. I would not put it past these guys winning 5 in a row.
No, it's absolutely possible. I mean, you know, just at the same time, you know, Derrick and Chris won
No score.
5 out of 6. 5 out of 6.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
yeah, it's definitely within the realm of possibility, especially with, man, doubles are evil in steel tip, you know?
Yeah.
So you've got to hit. That's the one thing I can really
Oh,
appreciate
and they're
about.
in.
I can really appreciate that about he's not throwing at the double.
First dart was
Oh,
hit
we
the
did catch
double.
it. Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
We always
Yeah.
like to throw a double in, double out, just right at the end there. Just kind of throw them off a little bit, break up the pace. But look at this from this young man.
What a shot.
Oh, that's fantastic darts from Chase right there.
But, you know, that was a great shot. It's an incredible shot, and you needed all of it.
Yep.
But you're starting 100 points behind in the throw behind. And Derrick, in great fashion, coming right back with the triple 20 with the first dart.
Good.
Able to find
Look
it
at
again.
that.
What a shot. Yeah, they're flowing. They're feeling good. They know they're
Yep.
only 1 away. So
They're
they're
doing well.
relaxed, and all the pressure's really on Chase and Ron at this point.
Dennis Shea's in for euchre. How do we stream euchre?
Right. Well, you're going to need a whole cam, just like poker.
Just have a camera right down on the
Yeah. So coming in, they're up 61 against the throw. So they've stolen throw and came back with another 83. So they're 145 points up right now, 144 points up.
They're currently shooting a 102. So
Yeah,
it's
like
kinda-
what are you
kinda
going to do at
pre-
this point,
pretty
right?
But look at these averages. Both these guys averaging 59 for the whole match so far.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that average.
So you're saying this leg's the anomaly?
Yep. This is the one. Well, it just shows how close these matches were, quite
Yeah.
frankly.
And if there's a leg to have an anomaly on, it's the set decider, right?
Yep.
So this is the one you want to have it on. And what a great shot. 81, even 114. So certainly doable, but they're going to have at least 6 from 114. They got to like where they're at positionally right now.
And the whole state of Michigan's challenging us in euchre right now. Big last from Ron right there.
Did you put
Keeping the pressure
Jason
on.
Ives? Did you put your foot in your mouth?
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Well, me and Michelle, we cheat, so we'll
And
be
here
pretty
he is
good.
for the double 19 again.
Yeah.
Oh, he misses inside. So that's not conventional, but it's not crazy either. 6
don't hate
19s,
it.
it makes sense. Yeah.
The right dart is the winning dart, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And Chase, look at this.
Good
That-
shot.
That kid's gonna be good.
Whatever you do here, just don't miss left. Hit the 17 or hit the 3. You want the 3, obviously, but the 17 will still give you a shot. There we go. So double 8 here for the match.
Folks, stay right with us. We're gonna have a sit-down interview with the winners.
And this is the great thing about steel tip. You have to hit a shot to win. You have to hit one.
Oh,
Going
just on the
inside, leave an
inside. Yeah, that's okay.
Ron, you require 117.
Well, Ron is more than capable of hitting this 117. Let's see where he goes.
Lucas getting cocky here, talking about the euchre.
Bring it, Ives. You haven't seen Michigan players yet. Oh, my gosh. You guys can't even come down here. You kidding? And if you do, give me a call. I need you to pick up some stuff.
45.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. The entry fee is going to be somewhat unique for this.
Yeah, there's a
tournament.
couple shots on the way, I'm sure.
Double
Leaving
2.
4. Oh,
Oh,
now hit it or bust it. Don't leave it.
Yeah,
just hit it or bust it.
Yeah, exactly.
Chase,
Well-
you require 72.
Really hit it. Chase is on
Yeah.
72. He
Come
can
on,
take this
Chase.
out. So triple 10 here? No, went 20, leaving 52. 12 or 20.
Stay there for
Stay
16.
right there, son.
Yeah, that's fine. And misses it. So
Oh, that's why you stay right there.
Derrick's going to have 3 darts for 8 for the
49
match.
score leaves 43 left.
All right.
11 or 3.
Skip Whitlock's in for euchre.
And he's low, so
And
leaving it
that's-
odd, too.
That's going to be the downfall of these guys. These guys are missing the setup darts.
Yeah, that's big.
Yep.
And that's surprising to see that Chase. He's been pretty steady this whole night. So 3 from 8 here for Derrick for the match.
Double 4.
I wonder how much. That's a great marker dart. He should be able to play right off of that. Little high.
Went the wrong way.
Well,
And still on the outside.
these
so,
guys were in the driver's seat. Ron's going to have a chance
yeah,
right
they
here.
sure were.
Just make sure you get 2 darts at it, Ron.
Make-
Don't do something weird here.
Yeah, I'm sure they know that. And that's something weird.
That's
so.
something weird right there.
All right,
That's
and he hits a
9.
triple, right?
Yeah,
So
it's
26 left.
Double 13. He kind of rushed that
Thank you
dart.
for that. Yeah, we got it. Bottom right there.
Hey, a double's a double at this point, right? So hit whatever you can. Oh,
Yeah.
even 13. So again, I wonder how much this is playing on their mind that they know, like, this is it. You know,
Yeah.
this is the last. If they hit it, it's over.
Chris Champagne for double 4 for the match.
There it is. Yeah, taking a second. Great marker dart, right in the middle.
He's always hit it on the 3rd.
Every time but one, yeah. Every time but
Oh,
one.
Leaves him a double 2. All right. Chase.
Chase, you require 13.
Staying alive. Staying
See,
alive.
now you're getting to
Come
this
on.
weird area where if you miss your setup single, you're
Double
going to be
6.
busting. So
Double 6.
Oh, right at it.
it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Leaving 3. So, man, we got 3 plays 4 for
Yeah.
the match here.
Derrick, you require 4.
All
And
right.
this is something we haven't seen from either team. Everyone's gotten out.
Yep.
Everybody, no one's struggling on a double. That's perfect.
That's not
That's
a
a
bad
perfect.
marker right there. Lay it on top.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Just hit it.
Yeah, okay. All right, Big Ron shooting that double
Ron,
3.
you require
Skip wants in for euchre as well.
That's a tough one. Double 3 here. Let's see what Ron can do. You don't want to go high, but you got to go at it right first start. You got to go aggressive right at it. And hit a
And
19.
that's the risk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, I agree. With the 6, if you hit the single, you can still recover. If
Yep.
you miss low on the first start and then hit the single, you're dead in the water. So yeah, fire right at it with the first one.
Yes,
Double
Chris,
2.
close to the 17s here. He's got to like this.
Great
That's
marker.
great first.
That's
And
not-
he,
He thought it
and he
was in.
thought he got it.
It's
He
all right.
thought he
Take-
got it.
Taking the walk of shame there, having
Yeah,
it back up.
That's all right. He does that in his third dart every dart.
That's right. All right. deflecting off that first dart, it was a well thrown dart. I would have liked to see him stay there.
Yeah.
I would like to see him stay in the same spot. He was in a good position, but it's hard to tell from our angle if it was kicked up and blocking a little bit.
Come on, Chase.
We're right after it.
There you go.
It's a good dart. Yep.
There it
is.
is. Staying alive.
Yeah.
Staying alive, boys.
Yeah, Chris and Derrick let one get away there. Obviously it took him, 5,
This is
6
where
rounds,
I very
so.
carefully remind you that someone picked 8-4. I'm not going to say who it was, but it's the best looking one out of us three.
I did not.
You see what I have to put up with week in, week out?
You might need to check the replay because I thought it was an 8-5 call.
You just
Well.
put it on the tee. I just knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
Isn't it double in?
8-4, 8-5. You know what's the difference?
It's double in.
It's double in.
It's double in.
Nah, there you go.
Oh, and he buried that triple 22, so that's disheartening for sure.
Yeah.
And this could be, that is a sign of pressure.
Well, and that's an opportunity for Ron to come on back in. Yeah, you got to get in on these first three.
Yeah, but
He's
first
in.
start he's
Yeah.
in. He won't love the double one, but he'll love that he's in. He won't mind that at all.
Yep.
But yeah, that's those mental mistakes or miscalculations or miscounts and all. That's nothing but a sign of pressure. So at least Chris is certainly feeling the pressure right now.
And that's a couple of times he's felt that. He's in right now.
Yeah,
Derrick's-
Derrick able to get in. So good second dart. Needs to bury this one here. It's all right. So opening with a 31, down by 10. They've essentially given up the throw, but that's really all they've lost at this point. So they're going to have to break throw at this point. Chase unable to find a big score here, so only 41.
Back-to-back 41s for that team.
Yep. So Chris did hit the triple with his second dart and able to find it right away with his first one. So he's zoning in here. Hopefully he's going to want to just start piling in the scores, and hopefully they don't need another 15 darts for a double. But they had the time last time. So get as much of a lead as you can here.
We're going to see a big throw out of Ron at some point
Ron's
in time.
got something to say about it. Here he
Yep.
comes with 4 already.
Yeah, it
140.
is.
Great shot.
Big ton 40 from Ron.
So
Th-
even
th-
so, go ahead.
Those are the most frustrating. Like, you're struggling all night, and all of a sudden you're buried. Like, where were
Yeah.
these darts?
all
night.
Where were you when I
Yeah.
needed you?
Yeah.
Remember, the new dart of the month is only here for a few more days. Enjoy 10% off all Jeff Smith Discovery labeled darts and all other Cosmo Discovery labeled darts. Plus, you'll get a free Cosmo swag bag for every purchase. The new shot launch is now available with 3 new dart designs. Make sure also to check out the Wimow US Plan launch, Target July launch, and Dax Mooner's new dart barrels. Lastly, make sure to check out their blog for Dax Mooner's latest edition of dart tips to give you a competitive edge. Just head on over to AtoZdarts.com for all your darting needs. Whew. Got through all that.
Yep.
No big words.
That's a-zdarts.com.
So
Yeah.
Ron's still to throw here, but they're only down. But Chris and Derrick are only down by 45. So barring a really big shot here, a ton puts him right back in the game. And
That is a ton. You
put
caught
my
for
foot in my mouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
So down by 145, he needs to hit something here. They're on a great out at sitting at 120.
Way to talk
First
it
dart
into
right
existence.
into it. Yeah. Look at this.
Uh-oh.
Come on,
That's-
one more. Oh, great shot. Solid
Out,
100.
you
Yeah.
gotta shoot
It's
the
not
bull-
now,
You gotta
but
shoot the bull
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, if I'm Chase right here, I'm just 3 double 20s.
there. 105.
Just because.
Yeah, just because.
If Luke can
You
do
flex
it, I
on
can
him a
do
little
it.
bit. Yeah, absolutely. 105 left here, so probably 19s. No, stays up there. He could have went bullseye too there, I guess.
38.
Okay. Don't hate it. Puts
You know
Ron
what?
a
Doors open. They're
convenient
down by 83. Ron's going to have a shot at 82. But man, you could a ton plus is really going to put a lot of pressure on this shot here.
Yep.
105 would be great.
Sean, we don't have any hats right now, but we will be getting some new ones coming up.
Yeah, we'll get them. We'll get them coming up. We'll find some time to order them. Ooh, that's a tough round there. 49 scored. All right, Ron.
82.
Bowler
good
triple
set.
14.
You want to get yourself at least one dart at it here.
This is bullseye all day, and he hits
yeah,
it.
look
So
at
double
that. It's going to hit
16.
2 at it. Double 16. Double 8.
All right,
Oh.
116's a good set here. So they're sitting on 16. So Derrick needs to pull one out here, but should be throwing at 20s here.
I like 419s.
I like 419s too, but it's typically unconventional. But yeah, I like that shot.
I
as
like
well.
the 20s all day long.
If you didn't notice from my nine dart challenge earlier, I if I can stay in that 19, I will.
Should stay right there. And
He hits it
double
one dart
18.
at double 18 for the match here.
This is it.
He was looking at the out chart.
Ooh, just outside. But you know what? He didn't hit it, but man, that's a good shot because all the pressure now is back on Chase.
Yeah.
They know if they lose another leg, they're done. So he's got to hit this.
Double 4. 2 darts at it.
Way high.
Oh.
Ooh, overcorrection. So now 3 for Chris here for this double 18. Chris has been the one hitting most of the doubles. So see how close he can get here on this first one. Way low. All right, going over to double 9 now. That's not bad.
Oh, that's just
Missing
on the
inside. So
yeah,
9
leave
plays
it.
4. Man, double trouble.
You could sense the pressure starting to really get to him on these setup shots right now.
Yeah, it's like finish line-itis is what I like to call it. They get so close and they just cannot close it out. So.
There it is from Ron. That's 2 in a row for that team. We're back to 7-5. One more win, and Jason's going to take the hat for the correct score prediction. There's no use in even watching. Just listen to what I predict, then just go do your own thing.
Okay.
Joe
Because you
Lemaire
know
is
I'm always right.
500 stars from the steps.
Wow,
Thank you,
Joe.
Mr.
Call it a comeback.
Jolan.
I see Lucky in there. I know Lucky and Derrick play a lot on Grandboard. They play a lot of soft tip, and I used to play with Lucky a lot on the steel tip webcam.
Okay.
So,
That's what got me into CDC, to be honest with you.
yeah.
Webcam darts.
Yep. WDA.
Yeah.
Is he not throwing? Is this double or
No,
straight
no,
in?
we're back to
Okay,
straight.
good.
We just had 2 of those.
Yeah, big
2
shot.
0-1s
Nice
and
triple with third dart.
If it goes to the last leg, it'll be cricket with a piddle.
Okay.
Piddle, diddle, cork, whatever you call it.
Yeah, this is the first place I've ever heard piddle. I've always heard diddle. So I knew what it was, and I wasn't going to question it. I was just going to roll with it.
It's-
But.
Yeah, we just
So-
got to make it up.
Yeah, I've heard piddle, I've heard diddle. Coming
Yeah.
from Philadelphia, it was just cork.
I understand totally why you wouldn't want to use the word diddle, but that's what we've always used. 2 solid darts. They're just right under the triple there. Ooh, little wayward on that third.
You know, as time
Dennis Shea,
goes
another
on,
100 stars.
Dennis Shea, thank you, sir. As time goes on, I'm finding that Chase and Derrick throw the dart very, very similar to each other.
81.
This is Chris Shampine.
Piddle's another Hoosier thing, according to Sean.
I don't even know what a Hoosier is.
Yeah.
Someone from Indiana.
42.
That's
Yeah.
usually the answer. It's someone
Yeah.
from Indiana. But what is it?
Right, yeah. Yeah, what is it actually?
Tell you put dreadlocks on Chase, you couldn't tell the difference.
100.
Yeah, Derrick needs to summon some of this power from his dreads here and put in a big score. Ooh, man, he's right. He's right on
Yeah,
it. He just
it's
needs
just
to
a
ride
little
that
bit
dart
low.
in.
And, you know,
There it
little,
is, too. Yeah.
little fatigue comes into play. It's probably about 75, 78 degrees in that arena right
Yeah.
now. So these guys have been playing for over an hour solid straight. So you're going to see a little fatigue starting to come in.
Yeah, how big was that third dart against the throw? Needed every bit of it, too. And putting the pressure right back on Ron. And you see when that pressure comes on Ron, that third dart, he's just kind of short-arming it. He doesn't have a full,
He just
even
kinda,
a full backswing.
Yeah, kind of winging it. And
Yeah.
it's real close.
Oh, falling into the one there.
41.
Yeah,
Okay.
With 174, I'm a big fan. After the ideally you hit the 20, but then go down to 2 triple 19.
Yeah, I like the 2 triple 19 as often as I can do it. Yeah, that 114's overlooked often.
24.
Yeah, not a great round there from Chase.
So do you go? I mean, I can't imagine you go 7 19s here, but your first start's definitely at the 19s.
Yeah.
I shoot 20.
Do you?
Triple 20, triple 19, double 8. The transition for me from top to bottom's a lot
Sure,
smoother. For
sure.
me.
The 41 scored, 92 left, should go at the 20s, and he hits it. Leaving
Nice.
32. Again, third dart triple for Derrick. Big setup. This is attainable, but it's going to be a monster shot from
Well,
Ron.
32 for Chris Shampine, who's a soft tip player primarily. He's going to be a nice, easy one for him.
Yeah. Big second dart there with the triple.
Ron looking to put a little bit of pressure on it.
So he's got Chase down to a 2-darter. So
McGuire, 32.
certainly,
Here it is right here.
Ooh.
Well, that's a great marker.
yeah, that's a good spot. That's a good spot, too. Just get it in there.
Yep, backboard.
Oh,
Oh,
all
that's
3 on the
unfortunate.
wire.
Yeah. Well, these guys have had their opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they can't say they didn't have a chance.
All right, Chase, let's get 2 darts at it this time. Let's see what we can do. Trip 17. All right, he's got a double bull, or he's got an 18 for a 32.
or 10.
Or
Yeah.
1 for 49. He's going to be disappointed with that. He's going to go back to the 17s.
35.
Yep.
Steve Corbett, 200 stars. Thank you, Steve.
Hey, Steve, how are
Derrick,
you?
you require
Corbett
All
Plumbing,
right, Derrick.
folks.
I'd like to see Derrick just take a second here and settle.
Double 16 for the match.
Right on the wire.
Buried.
Right on the wire. Once again, just ride that dart in.
No
Oh.
score.
Unlucky there.
All
I'll
right.
stay here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's leave it right here. Ron Thompson. Double 16.
Double
8. Oh, my.
Wow, that's nerves. That's
Yeah,
nerves.
That's rushing it short
Good
arm.
game shot.
That's a
Wow.
great
And
dart.
you know,
Flag.
snatching victory from the jaws of
Just
defeat
chase the ball.
again.
There we are. We're back to 7-6.
Now, don't let him win 8-6.
Oh, yeah, because, well, we just ain't going to talk about that.
Don Kim,
Fellas, no
Kim
matter
Wallace
what
said
happens,
Chase
this is the
reminds
final leg
her,
of 01
reminds
we're
him
playing
of money.
tonight with Chris the
Okay,
third.
yeah, Matt Prescott.
All the best. Game on.
See, so this is that slippery slope we were talking about. You know, you lose one, it's fine. You lose two even, it's fine. But to lose two in the way that they've lost the last two, right on the precipice of just ending this thing, that's tough.
Well, it wasn't too long ago. We were 6-2, and
Right.
we thought we were going to have an early night. I started the laundry, got the pizza in the oven, got ready to go, and all of a sudden, these guys win 4 in a row.
Hey,
Yeah.
We got pizza?
Well, not anymore. No, I'm taking
Yeah,
it out
so-
of the oven now, putting it back in until you guys leave.
So now Chase and Ron I mean, they're still under the cosh. They know they can't lose, but all of a sudden,
Yeah.
man, there's a whole lot of weight on the shoulders of
Uh,
Derrick and Chris right
right.
now. So,
And we're going to see how they respond to the pressure. We certainly got to take our hats off to Ron and to Chase, who
Yeah.
responded well to being one leg away from losing.
yeah, there's no give up in these guys. And you see Chris and Derrick's first 2 rounds are both sub 50, so they're going to want to correct that here. Oh, that's a really good second dart. That was an unfortunate deflection, but able to find it with the third one. So way to stay focused and stay on the number. In all honesty, that probably should have been a 140. A little bit unlucky there.
Ron going left on his first start again. We've seen that all night long. He seems to be missing out to the left. Needs to keep that elbow close in on the body.
I know Derrick and Chris play a lot of online darts against each other. This is the first time they've met in person, so I wonder if there's any chemistry that's kind of building or maybe already there before they started. And man, look at this, 114 with 2 darts. 134, great shot.
Not bad at all.
Is that,
Big
is that
darts
rule if
there.
you're going to miss by 2?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. He definitely meant that.
They do that all the time. in
we
Michigan.
say it all the
Absolutely,
Yeah,
yeah,
we
for
do that
sure.
all the time.
Yeah.
We have a shot here in Indiana called the Cleby dart. Shoot to 20, hit the triple 12.
Oh, it's perfect.
45.
45 here, so.
All right, Ron needs a ton plus here to keep him back in the game. Not that that's mattered the last 2 legs, quite frankly. Got a big ton 40 last leg to get him back in. And only 30 scored this time.
A couple options here. A triple 19 will leave 80. Triple 20 is going to leave 87. So
So triple 19.
there it is. So he's got 80 left with 2 darts.
Got 90 left.
90
I'm sorry,
left.
90 left. Correct.
Yeah.
I'm thinking 18. So
You're right, I'm with you.
yeah. He went the bull route.
Okay.
So
Stay there.
65 left.
yeah.
Yeah, Keegan's like, okay. These guys from Michigan do everything different.
That's all right. Leaving 54, so that's solid. 14 tops. They're gonna have 6 darts at least, I think, from 50. Well, maybe not necessarily. Yeah, they're gonna have 6 from 54. So, man, this is your shot. No excuse here. You got to take
Yep.
your chances.
Could have said that last 2 legs, though, but
Yeah,
let's
this
see
is
what they
true.
do. Staying right there. Double
Interesting.
18.
You win 18, double 18, and he hits it.
There
So
it is,
there's it.
ladies and gentlemen.
So I don't want to point anything out, but what was the scoreline there?
Well, let's not
that'll
point
be
that out.
8-6.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Hey, this is where I say a big thank you to you, Don Speer. You were fantastic on the mic. It has been a true pleasure meeting you and a true pleasure having you here. Thank you so much for making this trip.
Yeah, thank
I
you so
really
much.
do appreciate it. This is where you and I get off the mic and we bring in the winners.
All right, let's
How
do
about
it.
that? Let's that. Tim, shut off our mics. You stay right there.
All right, make like a tree and get out of here.
All right.
All right, so while these gentlemen are coming over to talk to me, Now available over at magicwear.com, our Siege V3 jersey, the red, white, and blue one that you see on the left of the screen, and our Siege V2, the red Siege, which I am currently wearing. On the right of the screen, you can hit that QR code at the bottom, and it'll take you right to there. Also available is our original V1 jersey, which is the same exact jersey as the Siege V2, but in blue. Big shout out to magicwear.com, a-zdarts.com, the Checker Flag Tavern on the Rocks, Sidelines. Everyone that tuned in and sent in stars today, thank you so much. To the Fairs family, Yaya Strong, praying for you guys. And with that, we are joined by the winning team. Gentlemen, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, we got a special commentator. Thank you. I don't have to ask awkward questions. So how was your first experience?
It was amazing. That was definitely different from anything
C-Champ
else.
2024.
So,
Grand Boy Beast, baby.
there you go.
Hey, Grand Board Beast, baby.
So question, what was going through your mind when you were struggling on the doubles at those last couple legs, and then those guys were like just inching back and battling back? What were
Man,
you
we're
thinking?
struggling on doubles.
Oh, my God. It was like, what the hell is
Yeah.
going on?
We weren't missing them by much, but we were definitely missing them.
Was there ever a thought of like, hey man, we need this and this is over with? You know, was
Yeah.
that in the mind? Like, were you worried about finishing the match, or were you just focused on the game?
Every game we lost.
Yeah, I was actually shooting really good and missing doubles.
Sure.
So I was hitting triples, missing doubles, and at the beginning, I was hitting doubles, missing triples.
Right.
So
Hey, doubles what makes it happen, right? So
That's it.
yeah, we're usually really good at double 4, double 2. I mean,
I
we
mean,
hit
I'll
them all
tell you
day.
right
I
now,
don't know.
I had a sponsorship match against Randy Magneto. In 8 games, I missed my double. And it cost me it.
Well,
But my
you
buddy
can't win.
Jolin, he won it with 3 games. That double is very important,
absolutely.
but the nerves can get to you real quick.
Yeah.
So everyone says, we always hear like everyone, oh, it's just darts, doesn't matter. That camera staring at you kind of makes a little bit of difference. It takes a couple legs to settle in. Like, all right, it's just darts at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was terrible at the beginning.
When you said they took those first 2 legs off, like all right, let's settle down, let's get this cricket match going. Cricket's
Well, he
always
went on fire after
Yeah.
those 2, so it
Yeah.
eased me up.
I mean, he hit the bulk of your doubles, and it was the third dart on most of them.
Yeah.
So
And I mean, I get a lot of backlash on my third dart because I walk with 90%.
well, you're
I
lifting,
hit it.
lifting your leg and you're moving.
Yeah,
He's trying to be Mike Hagenow.
I guess.
Well, Mike moves on all 3 darts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
Mike moves
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So what's wrong with one? I mean,
Yeah. Mike actually throws, steps, throws to the right, steps to the front. Yeah.
Yeah, so I actually brought that up in the stream after you guys went down 2-0 in both 0-1 games. And I said, man, I really think this cricket game's going to settle these guys in because they do play a lot more soft tip. And cricket seems to be the predominant game. And it seemed like as soon as you guys played that cricket game, you were even behind, I think, in most of that leg. But you were able to click toward the end. And I think it really freed you guys up. Did you guys feel that in the match?
always,
He called it before. He said, "This is us."
always cricket.
Well, it's hard to beat us on Grand Board Beast together in cricket. So if I can't win with C-Champ in cricket, I'm not throwing good.
Facts. That's my top game is cricket. Like,
Yeah.
0-1, it's usually like, whatever.
And I point all the time, and he never points. He said, "I never point." I said, "I
Yeah,
know."
I
I know you don't
Your
point.
cricket strategy is probably the most unorthodox we've seen so far in 3 years that we've been
Yes,
doing.
sir.
Yeah.
I'm a different game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But an SS on Grand Board,
Yeah.
so it's working for him, you
Yeah.
know. So yeah, I'm a point freak.
Where did you come up with your cricket strategy? Because
I
everyone's
don't
like,
know.
what's he
I
doing?
guess you call it, what do you call it?
Close him down.
Yeah, it's just walk the board, I guess. If you can walk the board on somebody, usually you can get in their head. But when you're with the top-notch player, like I had to switch that up because points mean everything out here in Indy. I'm gonna tell you right now, or they will smoke your ass like instant.
Wait, you just said you wanted to point more?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's recorded.
Yeah, but
It's
you
on
weren't
recording.
pointing.
your dart said that was a lie.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of people
test
switch
comes
my
back.
game up because of that. Because I play them hero darts. That's what I was looking for.
I don't like trying to close the board up quick, but I'm not a 4-6 or whatever you are. So
It's the razzle dazzle, baby.
Man, I tell you, he does it against me all week long, so it doesn't surprise me. But sometimes I'm like, hit points first, just one time, and you did.
I've lost a lot of games
one
by
time.
not going points. I will tell you that.
I asked him one time to go
Always.
points, and I don't know.
So yeah, I've had to switch my game up a lot because of points. I've lost a lot of stupid games because I did not play smart darts and point them to death. But you can get into somebody's head when you point them to death. Throw their whole game off real quick.
So I know that this is the first time you guys have met face to face, but you're kind of familiar with each other through Grand Board and
Real
playing on the Grand
familiar.
Board Beast. So do you guys think that helped your match and maybe your chemistry, so you guys could kind of get in a flow together?
Yeah, he hit triples
Guaranteed.
almost every time he threw. That's great
Guaranteed.
for me, But that's what he does, and that's what I expect from him. And he did it. I know we struggled at the end, but C-Champ is C-Champ, Hopefully he gets sponsored one day, buddy.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go.
Maybe somebody will pick me up one day.
Hey, watch his stream. He's got a stream going on every once in a while. So,
All right. With that being said, leave the floor. You got shout outs you want to give out to anybody? Yes, I know we.
what's up,
Definitely.
Mom, Dad, Katie, AJ, Ashlyn, Aiden Aubrey? What's up, guys?
Definitely get a shout out to my brother that's watching and my brother from Virginia. Definitely Magneto Darts, Randy Magneto. He's great. His darts have upped my game tremendously. Night Owls, that's my bar here in Indy. Bonnie has done a great job up there. If you ever want to play a blind draw, she hosts one every day of the night.
Yeah, big shout out to Jason, too. The way he runs this, you two, the way you guys welcomed us, thank us.
Yes,
Tells us a million things to do, but he thanks us for all of it.
definitely.
So,
Great people. If you
Yeah.
ever get a chance to play on their stream, please come and do it.
yeah, and
It
I
was
love
the best experience ever.
I love the Phoenix Premier League you guys run. I'm a huge dart fan.
We help out, but that's
Well, me and
that's
Don watch
Phoenix,
darts, and we're huge dart fans, so we watch all that. We love it. I love it. I love
Right.
everything about what's going on with darts, and it's growing. I can tell you that.
I literally moved my life from North Carolina to here because of darts. Told the wife, let's pack up, let's go. That's the only place I can do something with darts, and I rolled out.
Nice. Well, with that being said, your trophies are in front of you. You can take those. Thank you so much. On behalf Game Time, thanks for coming down.
Yeah,
I mean, you
thank
made
you so
that
much.
trip
Go
out.
there.
On behalf of Sean Green, Jason Ives, Keegan Ives, I'm Tim Neal. We are To The Point Streaming. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to be off the month of August. We're going to come back, refresh, and have more ideas and new camera angles because Jason wants like 400 cameras. So don't forget that. Thanks, everyone, tuning in. Thanks for tuning in for Stars.
Hey, thank y'all.
Please
Thank you.
like, share, subscribe. Go to Game Time Streaming.
Yeah,
Like, share their
For
page.
sure.
And thanks. Have a great rest of the summer, and we'll see you in September. Have a great one. Thanks,
Have a
guys.
good night,
Thanks so
y'all.
much, guys.